What's going on, everybody? Relax, guys. Sit back, kick back, and grab a six-pack, because today, everybody, we are back with Fan Mail of the Week. Once again, everybody, this is this is going to be a long-ass episode. So if you got to go to work, or if you're going off on a jog, or if you're going to spank your beef or something, just, you know, get ready, because this is gonna this is gonna be long as hell. Anyways, guys, I'm back with Fan Mail of the Week, and I have a lot of questions to answer, so I'm going to begin with my very first question, and I haven't done this, like, this is the first time I'm actually going to do this, so let's get on with the first question, which is from this guy.
Hey, Alex, this is NBFRE, or Daniel. On your last week's Fan Mail of the Week, I don't think you got my my message, my questions. So I'm just gonna make this video and ask them here. Question 1: is Dragon Ball GT canon in your book, and can you explain why? I think it is. Question 2: do you read comic books? And I think you clearly do, because you've said a few times. Question 3: would you like to see a GTA game that deals with zombies? Question 4: did you ever watch Power Rangers when you were a kid? Question 5: the Slender Man finds himself face to face with Kane and Undertaker. What happens? That's pretty much it. Oh, by the way, two weeks ago, you were talking about something that happened to you in Hyde Park. I live in New York too, dude. Take my advice. Stay out of Hyde Park, man. Highland Park. Take my word, bro. That place is fucked up evil. And you gotta be careful, because that stuff can follow you home. Anyway, that's it. Oh. PSSS. Fuck you, Slender! Fuck you, Squales! And I fuck Bulma too, dude. Just saying. Later, Alex.
Okay, first off, I just gotta say that you are fucking awesome, okay? Like, that is the first time I ever got, you know, a question in a video format. Thank you for that, Mr. MBFRE. And I'm kind of jealous, because I used to have your kind of hair. Like, my hair was fucking long as shit. And then, you know, unfortunately, I introduced my hair to a pair of scissors, and, well, you know the rest. Anyways, to answer your first question, is Dragon Ball GT canon in my book? You think it is, but the only reason why I think it's not is because, pretty much it had nothing to do with the original creator. That's like saying, if you right now, right, let's say you, for example, you created Dragon Ball, right? You created Dragon Ball, and you led it up to a certain point, and then you stopped, right? And I came along out of nowhere, and I created something called Dragon Ball Z, right? It has no tie-in with the original creator, meaning it has no tie-in with your story. It's completely different. It just shuns away everything that, you know, you created and you pretty much represented in your series. So pretty much that's what GT did. It pretty much stirred away from the original story. There were lots of, and there were lots and lots of different concepts for GT. They had many open concepts. If you go on Google and you try to pull it up, there were many script changes and whatnot. I remember reading one a long time ago where there was going to be one specific saga where Oob was supposed to fight Kid Buu. And I really don't know how that would have worked out, but I mean, that was one of the concepts. And I think you have to go type in, like, Dragon Ball GT alternative plotline or alternative script or something like that. I don't know if they still have it, but the original, you know, script for GT was changed several times. The story in general, the sagas. So, and even Akira Toriyama, the guy who created Dragon Ball Z, said that GT isn't canon, meaning it has no reference, no meaning, and no significance to his project or his work, because it wasn't created by him. He created Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z and, you know, everything else, and pretty much GT is completely separate. It has nothing to do with the actual, you know, tie-in. To answer your second question, I do read comic books. The last comic book I read was the Marvel Civil War. other than that, I mean, I haven't read anything else. You know, there are certain comic books that I really need to purchase or just probably go off on the internet and watch or something like that, because like I don't know, like there's just so many great comics coming out, and to me it's just like recently I've been reading some of the Iron Man comics. What was that one comic? Oh, when he becomes his worst enemy and whatnot. It was just like there's just so many sick comics, and I mean I haven't read all of them. I read mainly, I'm not gonna lie to you, I read mostly Marvel comics. You know, I'm not saying that I'm a Marvel fanboy because I love and respect DC, but for some reason I just never was able to get into some of the DC comic books, other than Batman and Superman and you know, characters like that. Pretty much just it's Marvel for me. To answer your third question, would I like to see zombies in GTA? Fuck yeah, man. I mean, we saw it in Red Dead Redemption, right? And how awesome was that? To a certain degree. I mean, I think Undead Nightmare was fucking awesome. I mean, I literally went out and bought Undead Nightmare over Red Dead Redemption, and I actually played Red Dead Redemption. You know, I got it from a friend. I only borrowed it, but that's besides the point. The point is, if they created a possible maybe DLC where it involves zombies, that'd be freaking sick. Can you imagine if there was like a zombie infected like, you know, area, and then it just pretty much just manifested itself into, you know, San Andreas and whatnot, and everything just got fucked up? That'd be awesome, you know, running zombies over with cars and driving planes into zombies, and just, oh my god, man, that shit would be awesome. But I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to like do a petition for that or whatnot, or just pretty much demand for it, which I might do, because fucking we need shit like that, man. I mean, GTA is great and all, but I mean, what is there left to do when you're done with the game? You know what I mean? Just what, multiplayer? Oh, you know. To answer your fourth question, I used to watch Power Rangers, yes. I used to watch Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I used to watch Turbo Rangers. I used to watch Space Rangers. And after that, I just stopped. I think Power Rangers in Space, when I was a kid, that was the final thing I ever saw. Nowadays, I still see that Power Rangers is still going. It's just like, holy shit, they're still around? The fuck? What happened to Zordon and everybody? Like, fuck. To answer your fifth question, if Slender found himself face-to-face with Kane and Taker, pretty much I think you can expect to see fucking Slender just get chokeslam, tombstone, probably last ride, just, you know, old school. I mean, but then again, Slender has tentacles, so I wouldn't be surprised if Kane and Taker got chokeslam, you know, via, you know, tentacles, Slender, you know, gerbil dick. P.S. Stay out of Highland Park. Take my word for it, bro. That place is fucking... It really is. I mean, I don't live too far from it, but I'm the type of person that doesn't really care about, you know, danger, I guess you could say. I guarantee you this. There will be a day or a night in the summertime where me and my friends are going to go. I'm going to bring my video camera, and I'm going to show you guys what's in there. There's going to be one location that I'm not going to go in because I heard a lot of, you know, stuff happen there, and I really don't want to go in because I don't want to get caught up in, like, the wrong, you know, area. It has nothing to do with, like, shootings or gangs or whatever. It just has to do with, like, what people have been saying about sacrifices and people playing with, like, Ouija boards and doing all sorts of stuff down there, and it's just like a weird little place. So I'll probably bring my, you know, scope lens, and I'll probably just zoom in as close as I can, but you guys will see what I'm talking about soon, because that park is no joke. They had to shut down that park just last year when we got the summons for actually filming a little trailer, and you know, that place is fucked up. They found bodies, they found anyways, thank you for your question, man. Fuck you, Slender! On to the next question, which is from Easy Fontaine. Hey, I got a question for you. If you had one chance to turn someone who absolutely hates video games but never played them, stick with me, into a game freak, what would you make them play, and on what system? This can range from the NES all the way to the PS4. Damn, man, that's a fucking good question. P.S. Has anyone ever told you that you sound like Adam Sandler when you make the whole noises? PSS. What do you think about Team 4-Star and their DBZ Abridged series? Also, when do you think Taker should return as Big Evil? And do you watch other games like Ali A? And do you feel it's competition? Okay. Oh, all right. Well, to answer your first question, if I had to convert somebody who completely hates video games into a game freak, where would I begin? Well, I mean, we have to start with the classics, right? I mean, just to get them like in the zone, I guess you could say. Definitely start off with Resident Evil 2, Zelda, Pokemon Stadium. You know, why not? Just start off really easy, really light before we get into like the high action big games that's gonna make you fucking orgasm through your eyeballs. You know, I would start off with like just I wouldn't say mediocre, but I mean, but looking back on our time, you know, it's just like now, you know, you look at games and it's just extraordinary. But back then, you look at it now, it's just like, whoa, big difference. But definitely Resident Evil 2, Zelda, Pokemon Stadium. You know, what else? We got a lot of games. It's just hard to mention, you know, Turok and all that kind of stuff. Sonic, shit. You know, Spyro, Jak and Daxter. But then I would make them play maybe 2 games or 3 games from like the old school systems, and then I would bump them up to like you know, the current and the next gen games. Games like God of War. That would be something that would be truly remarkable. If they don't like God of War, then definitely get into Halo, because Halo has a really great story going on, especially from 1 to 4. If not Halo, then Gears of War for sure, because Gears of War has to deal with survival and just hopelessness and just so many other attributes. If I had to take my friend Paul's side of things, because he says that Infamous is such a great game. I never played it, so I can't really be biased, but Infamous, definitely Spyro, just so many other games. I mean, definitely the Grand Theft Auto series, because as much as you know, Grand Theft Auto gets bashed, you know, a lot, I mean, its story is pretty unique. You know, Grand Theft Auto Vice City, San Andreas, Grand Theft Auto 4, and now coming out to 5. You know, definitely games like that. And but you have to make them sit there and actually enjoy the game and pay attention, rather than just like speed things up and not enjoy the game for what it's worth. You know what I mean? To sort of answer your second question, I mean, I know what you mean by the whole because that, I mean, Adam Sandler always did that, and like, you know, Happy Gilmore and Angry, with anger management and shit like that. So it's like, I love Adam Sandler to death, except I don't know what happened to him nowadays. He's not as funny as he was before. You know what I mean? Because back then he was just like insanely funny. You know. And to answer your last question, I am a Super Saiyan swine, so I completely I love Team 4-Star. Actually, you guys got me into Team 4-Star. I didn't even know what Dragon Ball Z Abridged was until you guys told me about it. Once you guys actually started bashing me with it, I was like, you know what? I'll go look at it. I went to go look at it, and I just couldn't fucking stop laughing. My favorite one was the return of Cooler and all that stuff. It was just funny as fuck to see a bunch of guys just jerp out in the middle of nowhere. But definitely that's awesome. So, you know, I got to give a lot of credit to Team 4-Star. Team 4-Star, if you ever watch this, thank you for all the great memories. But thank you for your question, man. On to the next question, which is from Super Saiyan 2, baby. Hey, thank you answering my questions, I think, like 2 months ago. Damn. Holy shit. Dude, you are awesome! No, thank you. I mean that all the way. Now, check this out, Alex. I think you are the most awesome person I have ever watched on YouTube. You are my inspiration to do whatever I'm doing. Oh, stop it, man. You're tickling my pickle. Come on. You are definitely one of my top inspirations in life. I would place you at number 2. Second to the Prophet. I'm Muslim. Please answer these. Okay, I'll answer the questions. That actually means a lot to me, man. I mean, definitely, you know, I think God should come first. But, I mean, then again, there are people that don't believe in God. You know, that's their decision. But thank you. That really means a lot to me. Question number 1. Do you prefer Battlefield 4 or Call of Duty Ghosts? Damn. That's kind of like a contradictory question. I mean, because we can't really answer that because both games aren't out. But I'll still try to answer it anyway. Question 2. In all honesty, Broly is the strongest Saiyan ever and would have been if he didn't die because he gets stronger every second. Do you agree? True. Question 3. Have you ever been with an Arab girl or would be with one? Question 4. Have you ever considered turning Super Saiyan? Oh, I wish I can't. Dude, if I was able to, like, turn into a Super Saiyan, if I can morph reality and just be able to do that, you have no idea what I'd do. Question 5. Do you think Luffy can beat Goku? I don't think so. Question 6. If the Illuminati achieves their goals, what will be the point? Well, what will be the point at some time in their life? They're gonna die, right? So what is the point? It actually goes much deeper than their goals, but I'll explain that right now. Question 7. When a person sells their soul in the music business, they are possessed the whole time, or are they tormented? I don't know what's going on, what's going to happen. Well, that's it, Alex. I hope you answered my questions. P.S. Fuck you, Goku! Fuck you, Yamcha! Fuck you, Paul! Because it's all about Team Alex on that Mind Wars, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, Paul? You bitch ass. You ain't going to win that battle, bitch. Fuck you, Illuminati. All right, here we go. To answer your first question, all right, you can't, all right, we can't start talking shit about Ghosts yet, all right? If you guys are Call of Duty haters, save your hate. Just save it, right? Because we don't know if the game is going to be good or not. We haven't seen jack shit about it, right? It's supposed to be dropping, what, in a few days? So if I were you, if you guys really do hate Call of Duty, just save your anger just to see what it's all about. If you guys don't like it, then fucking hate it all you want. But for me personally, by the looks of Battlefield 4, I'm actually pulling for Battlefield on this one. I love Call of Duty. I don't love it because it's just Call of Duty. I love it because I have a good time on there with my friends. If it wasn't for my friends, I would have shot myself in the head a long time ago, because Call of Duty can get ridiculously boring online by yourself. But Battlefield has its own unique concepts and whatnot, and it looks like Call of Duty Ghosts is going to steal some of that in this game, so we're just going to have to wait and see, right? To answer your second question is, well, could Broly become the strongest? That could vary. All right, well, I mean, I'll answer it like this. If Broly didn't die and he continued to do what he did, I think he would become, you know, either as powerful as Cell or probably more powerful. Probably kill him, you don't know. But if you were to put Broly against Kid Buu or Super Buu, you know, during that time period, there's no way Broly would win. Are you telling me that Broly can actually overcome a creature that's pretty much immortal, in a sense? Because how many times has, you know, Majin Buu, Super Buu, and Kid Buu been blown up into just complete oblivion and just came back, you know what I mean? So, I think Kid Buu would just recklessly destroy Broly easily. Strongest Saiyan? Possibly, yes. If he didn't die, of course. If he didn't die, then Lord knows how many levels Broly would have reached. But since he's dead, we can't really make that distinction. I mean, I wish they brought him back, but hey, you know, we all can't be winners in this situation. To answer your third question, I've actually, you know, was talking to an Arab girl before. We pretty much, I mean, she was really, really nice. And a lot, for those people out there who say Arab girls are ugly, all right, you're completely stupid, all right? There's a lot of ugly white girls, ugly black girls, ugly Hispanic girls, ugly Chinese girls, ugly Jewish girls, ugly freaking everything, you know what I mean? Not everybody's beautiful, you know? But everybody's beautiful in their own sense. There are pretty girls out there, and I met an Arab girl. She was from Saudi Arabia, what was it, 2 years ago? And let me just say, she was the prettiest Arab girl I've ever seen in my life. Well, I mean, not to be rude or anything, but she had a donk. She had a Kim Kardashian donk-a-donk. You know, you can eat cereal out of her ass. That's how perfect it was. You know, nice big rack. But besides her physical appearance, which is beautiful, she had a really good personality. Unfortunately, you know, her name was Aaliyah, and she was taken up by some douchebag named Jonathan, some giant 6'7" fucking skinny punk bitch who worked at fucking Home Depot. And you know, I mean, just I pretty much drew the line and didn't want to proceed any further. But I mean, I never saw her since, and sadly, you know, I get sad at night. You know, I like to pop my beef sometimes. I'm just kidding. But I haven't seen her in so long. But I mean, I guess you could say that I was talking to one, but never really got into a relationship with one. And if she was never with him, I'd probably be with her for sure. To answer your fourth question, can I turn Super Saiyan? Why don't you give me some, like, you know, Cool Ranch tacos from Taco Bell, and I'll tell you the results in 2 hours when I'm done, you know, doing my business in the bathroom. To answer your fifth question, no, Luffy can't be Goku. Hell no, fuck that. To answer your sixth question, all right, this is gonna be long. All right, the Illuminati, right? Their goal is population reduction and population control via RFID chip, radio frequency identification chip, or using a one world currency. The Illuminati, the Bilderbergs, whatever you want to call them, the elite, they feel like there's too many of us on this planet. I hope you're listening to me. These people, there are 180 members, right, in the Illuminati that are pretty much above the 1%. They are like the top people that own everything on this planet. You know, these people are like fucking, they're above Goldman Sachs and, you know, ExxonMobil and all that kind of stuff. And ExxonMobil and Goldman Sachs, along with 3 other companies, are the biggest companies that control our governments and our system and whatnot. But the point is this. They feel like we are using too many resources. They feel like we are worthless eaters. They see us as cattle. They see us as uneducated monkeys, as stated by Brzezinski. And they just want, number one, they want to see us wiped out. If you, all right, go on Google or go on YouTube, right, and type in the Georgia Guidestones. Watch that video. That Guidestone was created a couple of, you know, years ago. Well, maybe a decade, well, not a decade ago, but maybe a couple decades ago, and nobody know who, you know, created this giant Guidestone, but on it, it's like the Masonic rules of the Jesuit order, which means how the world should be, you know, controlled. And the first thing on the list is reduce population down to 500 million. That's staggering. There's 7.5 fucking billion of us on this planet. And you want to wipe out fucking 90% of the population and bring us down to 500 million around the world so they can... Come on, man. That's just... It's tyranny at its finest, and these people should be arrested for war crimes. That's as far as I'm getting into. And to answer your last question, it goes much deeper than just selling your soul and being possessed or tormented. I personally don't know what these guys do, but some people will go a long way to, like, you know, obtain fame and whatever. And if you pay attention, you're going to hear a lot of references on something called Rain Man or Baphomet, or just, you know, selling their souls. They even mention in some songs, you know, this subject goes way deeper. I can go on for this for hours, man. But that's as far as I'm going to go right now. But thank you for your question. On to the next question, which is from Random Guy 171. Hey, Alex, I love your videos, and you are my favorite YouTuber. I got 3 questions, all of them DVDs. Yeah, fucking DBZ. All right, here we go. Question 1. Why do you think Broly's Super Saiyan hair was blue and green instead of yellow? You kind of got a point there. Well, actually, no. Wait. No, wait a minute. His hair was freaking yellow in the second movie, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. All right. Question number 2. I think maybe in the next Battle of God movie, or whatever they call it, I think Super Saiyan God Goku and Super Saiyan God Vegeta faced like the Ultimate God or something. That would be so awesome. I don't think that would be awesome, and I'll tell you why. Question 3. Who do you think would win, Super Buu, Gohan Absorbed, or Kid Buu? Thanks for reading, PS. Thanks, PS. I don't know who this Yamcha is, but he sounds disappointing. What? You don't know who Yamcha is, but you're asking me DBZ questions? Alright, to answer your first question, I think that was just like a fuck-up on their part. If you go watch Broly the Second Coming, he had yellow hair when he became a Super Saiyan before he ascended to a Legendary Super Saiyan. So, yeah. To answer your second question, I don't think that would be awesome, because I think that they should build up Super Saiyan God Goku and Super Saiyan God Vegeta if they do introduce him, and just make them fight Bills and Whis together, or maybe, you know, make them have a fusion into Super Saiyan God Vegito. That'd be awesome. Like, just utilize Bills and Whis more before you start going into the other gods, because they still haven't utilized them to their full potentials, right? And to answer your last question, I think Super Buu Gohan Absorb will win, because supposedly it's proven that Super Buu Gohan Absorbed is more powerful, so that's pretty much that. But thank you for your question, man. On to the next question, which is from David Brace. Yo, Alex, I'm back, and I'm wearing a Lesnar shirt just to piss you off. You fucking asshole. You're wearing a sellout shirt. Thanks a lot. LOL. All right, now time for some questions. Question 1. Have you seen Fullmetal Alchemist? You should. Wait, you should. It's so good, and the story just moves you and draws you in. All right, question 2. Not really a question, but whatever do you I say does not mean what? Oh, okay. Do not see Scary Movie 5. I made a big mistake. Okay. Question 3. What do you think of DZB Kai theme? Well, DBZ Kai theme. I like it. I enjoy the original. Only DBZ, I promise. Okay. Question 4. Is drinking coffee bad when you're a weightlifter like myself? Anywho, thanks for answering last week's questions. P.S. Can't wait to have a match with you one day. All right. To answer your first question, I've never seen Full Metal. I'm trying to get into some, you know, animes and shows here and there. I'm trying to get into what the hell is it? What the fuck's that anime called? I'm trying to get into One Piece right now, and it's just like I don't have time, and I only saw one episode on freaking Toonami, which was like a couple nights ago on Adult Swim. So, to answer your second question, too late, man. I already saw the movie, and it was horrible. Guys, if you're watching this, do not go see Scary Movie 5. It is the fucking worst movie ever. To answer your third question, the Dragon Ball Z Kai themes are fucking pathetic. It's not like Bruce Falconer. I mean, he pretty much solidified that fucking anime, man. That shit was awesome. Just the way he would move you. I mean, there were times when you can listen to his music alone, and it would change your mood. It would make you happy or sad or just full of rage or full of, you know, anticipation and hyper. And just, man, it's just awesome. And to answer your fourth question, caffeine for a weightlifter like yourself. I mean, I drink caffeine only when I need it, and that's like once in a blue when I'm like physically tired as hell, just to wake me up. But I don't see what's wrong with it in a sense. I mean, it's well, don't add too much sugar, I guess you could say, and then you'll be fine. But definitely if you're gonna drink coffee, just don't OD on it. You know what I mean? But thank you for your question, Mr. Fake Lesnar Punk Bitch Gerbil Dick. No, I'm just kidding. All right, on to the next question, which is from Canano7. Yo, dog, thanks for answering my questions last week. I actually started to hate my chair as well, just sitting here for hours listening to your fan mails. Nevertheless, keep up the good work. I noticed that you're actually a really smart dude with a clear sense of purpose and a real good view on the world. So I won't waste your time with the potential silly, meaningless BS questions anymore. So here are my questions. Wow. Actually, before you start this, I'm gonna fucking show you my chair real quick. It's a bullshit ass chair. Hold on. Listen to this bitch. I already broke my goddamn chair. Listen to that. Watch, listen. I don't know if you can hear it. Wait, hold on. Alright, well, pretty much you get the point. This fucking... Oh, wait, do you hear it? Hold on. Ah, crap, it's not fucking moving. Well, fuck you! Fucking chair. Alright, well, question 1. What is the greatest waste of human potential? I think it would be procrastination. Very interesting. Question 2. What do you see as a child that affected you for the rest of your life? What did I see? Okay. Question 3. What is the best kept secret in your opinion? On a related note, do you think it is a little bit weird that the secret of making Coca-Cola is top secret while the internet is filled with how to make a bomb and shit? Well, that's actually very interesting. Holy shit. Thank you for like cracking the Da Vinci Code right there for me. Question 4. Why is the American right obsessed with abortion, universal health care, and guns? Question 5. What is the most ridiculous thing of which you have ever conceived your friends or someone else? Oh, convinced. Sorry, have you ever convinced? Okay, the texts are so small. Question 6. What would be a useful sixth sense? Question 7. What is the most important thing that you've ever learned from a movie? My vote would be Fight Club. Advertising has us chasing cars and clothes, works and jobs we hate, but we buy shit we need with money we don't have and impress people that we don't like. That's absolutely true. Question 8. What are some of the most thought-provoking and powerful quotations that you have ever read? Mine would be, I'd rather have a life of oh wells and what ifs, and not the years in your life that count, but the life in your years. True. That's actually pretty strong. Question 9. What is the essence behind the essence of a long-lasting relationship? In my opinion, communication, trust, and love. Question 10. What are some of the more, what is that? Unappreciated things in life? Oh, family. I'm going to answer that right now. Question 11. Is there any expectation for the appearance of homosexuality? Sexuality. First of all, I just want to say that I have nothing against homosexual people. I live by the following: live and let life be happy and do whatever makes you happy. Whoever I read at following, which one in my opinion, homosexuality goes against evolution because they can't have babies naturally. How did homosexuality appear and why has it disappeared naturally? It surely is not helpful for survival. Okay. Like always, it has been my pleasure. And keep going on with the strong, let the haters plate. Cause remember, haters can confuse them, man. Well, true. I would have loved to wrestle you, man. I am a pretty big dude, 6'3", 240 pounds. I would have loved that, man. And I have been boxing, going to the gym, and doing conditional wrestling. But who knows, man? Maybe one day. Maybe one day. God bless. All right, thank you. God bless you too, man. To answer your first question, what is the greatest potential? What the greatest waste of human potential? You say procrastination. I agree. I think it's procrastination, but I also think it's laziness. People tend to get lazy, which is procrastination, but greatest waste of space. I think it's being ignorant. When you know something, all right, when you make the what is it? Well, I'm trying to phrase it here. All right, when you know the difference between right and wrong, right, and you choose to do the wrong thing, that's being ignorant. You're not contributing to the planet. You're not contributing to your friends, your family, yourself. So it's like when you become ignorant and arrogant, you tend to forget about morals and respect and how things should be. Procrastination is one thing. Yes, people do tend to get lazy and say, "I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it next week. I'll do it next week. I'll do it next month." It's just do it then. Just do it right then and there, rather than just wait and be like, "Oh, well, I'm just gonna wait." But for me, I think it's ignorance, because when you make the differentiation, I can't say it. When you can tell the difference between right and wrong, and the person chooses to do wrong instead, then that's just the greatest waste of human potential. Because if you can do good things and you follow the right path, you can actually benefit not only yourself but fucking humanity. Humanity doesn't have to be 7 billion people. It could be your friends, your family, and strangers. I was always taught, look out for a stranger and give a helping hand. So, to answer your second question, what did I see as a child that affected me for the rest of my life? I think when I saw the movie It, that shit fucked me up. Like, I hated clowns when I was younger. But I mean, now, like, I don't have a problem with it. It's just it doesn't affect me as I was a kid. But that really did scar me, because when I saw It, I was just like, holy shit. But that's something out of movies. In real life, it would have to be not having a father. My dad pretty much abandoned me when I was a child, and never saw him. I mean, I only saw him maybe like once or twice in my life, never saw him after. And pretty much, just left me and my mom. And that affected me because, growing up, it was really, really rough. And I wasn't so fortunate to have a father in my life to teach me how to be a man. So I had to learn the hard way. But that pretty much affected me for the rest of my life, because I grew up making wrong decisions, and from those wrong decisions I did right. So to answer your third question, what is the best kept secret? Let me see. I think the best kept secret is keeping your business fucking private. Nobody has to know what the hell you're doing, where you're doing it, who you're with. The best kept secret is just minding your own fucking business. That's what I think should be the number one thing. If you know something about someone, just keep it to your fucking self. Don't tell other people. Keeping your stuff private, that should be a priority for everybody. About the whole Coca-Cola thing, I mean, what do you think is inside Coca-Cola, honestly? I mean, I got that shit in my fridge. I haven't drank it because I can't drink soda anymore. I mean, I cut that shit off my diet, but whenever my friends come over, they have soda, like Coca-Cola and Pepsi and shit. But what do you think is in Coca-Cola? Like, seriously, I mean, that's just a very interesting question. It could be fucking poison. You don't know that shit. That should probably kill you over a period of time. To answer your fourth question, why is the American right obsessed with abortion, universal health care, and guns? I can understand guns for protection, if you're a good person, for protection. Protect yourself against oppression and stuff like that. Universal health care, giving everybody the right to have health care and be healthy. I mean, if I was the president or the ruler of this planet, I would definitely give all of you free health care. Why not? You guys are my people. You have to stay healthy. But I don't believe in abortion. I hate abortion. I hate it. I don't care who's going to bash me. I don't care if anybody has anything to say that's going to go against it. Abortion, you're killing a fucking innocent child. It is proven by science. The moment the fucking sperm enters the egg, that is considered a life form. You're killing off a life form. You're killing off life. You're taking away a life from something that wasn't even created yet. You're a fucking monster. And, a lot of people often say, well, what if you're a woman and you got raped and the guy, never came back again and you're forced to, you have a baby, and what would you do? Why would you kill it? Why would you kill it? That's my question. So you can't bear to raise a child that could potentially, be better for you and, guide you in life as you get older and take care of you and naturally, help you in life and just whatnot, and you're just going to go off and kill it? Come the fuck on, man. I mean, I understand a lot of people often going to say, well, times are hard and babies are expensive, blah, blah. It's all fucking bullshit. It's not that expensive. It's not as fucking bad as many people like to say. I mean, what were we? We were all children at one point, you know what I mean? It just makes absolutely no sense. It's against life. I mean, people who do that are just anti-life. It's just, why would you? You know what? I'm not gonna judge you. People who are like supportive of abortion and actually just go through with abortion after abortion after abortion after abortion. You do what you want to do. You're gonna pay the ultimate price one day. That's all I'm saying. To answer your next question. What is the most ridiculous thing I've ever convinced my friends or someone else to do? Probably just join me on making vlogs. I mean, just pretty much when I make vlogs and stuff like that, it's just insane. Like, we all just do the stupidest things. And sometimes they don't want to do it because they realize the stupidity is just beyond 9,000. But they still do it anyway because they're my friends. To answer your sixth question, what would be a useful sixth sense? Well, I mean, if there was one sense I would implement, it would be the ability to fucking fly. I mean, well, that's not really a sense, but, I mean, fuck. I mean, if we're talking currently, our current senses, then I think the ability to either see or hear. Because without those two, I mean, life could be very, very brutal and very, very emotional, you know, because if you're blind, you can only hear, so that just imagery is just, you know, embedded in your brain, whereas you're deaf and all you see is, you know, people and whatever, you can't really hear anything. So it's almost as if you're watching a movie on mute, you know what I mean? To answer your seventh question, what is the most important thing I've learned from a movie? Pretty much, I don't take many things from movies and just, you know, base it on my life. But if there was one movie that I would say that pretty much was very impactful, it was The Pursuit of Happiness by Will Smith. Pretty much the ambition and the drive to just keep on going no matter what. Even if you're homeless and you're on the verge of like just self-destruction, always keep going, always present yourself, always be humble, and you will get very far in life. You're right, a lot of people, you know, they buy these clothes to impress people that they hate, and they pursue these cars and whatnot when that's not really the essential for life. That's not the purpose of life itself, you know. To answer your eighth question, thought-provoking and most powerful quotations. It would probably be one of the Will Smith quotes from The Pursuit of Happiness. I forgot the exact quote at the moment, but it was definitely the scene where he was with his son on the basketball court, and they were looking at, you know, the sun or the city through the little gate, and pretty much Will Smith was talking about hopes and dreams, and that stuck with me forever. I just can't remember the quote right now at this very moment. To answer your ninth question, the essence behind a great relationship, definitely communication, trust, and love, but it's also loyalty, understanding, and respect. When you respect somebody, they're going to respect you so much that they're never going to disrespect you. Loyalty is because you want to know that they will always be there for you, and despite every situation, every plausible factor, they'll never leave your side. And, you know, commitment, communication, and just everything in between, it's always good, but it all depends on who you're with. You know, you have to build that with them from the bottom up. To answer your 11th question, is there any explanation of the appearance of homosexuality? Well, first off, my beliefs are there's no way that you're born, you know, gay. From my experience, I actually had a gay friend. Her name was Angie. She told me why people turn gay. Well, at least, you know, all the people that she knew that were gay. She said that people turn gay because of rejection. If they're too ugly or too fat or too skinny or too tall or too short, they're often rejected by the opposite sex. So then they look for love and affection through the opposite gender. So she told me that, I mean, because Angie, she wasn't really a pretty girl. She definitely had a big heart, but definitely not the prettiest girl in the world. And definitely she was a lesbian, and she told me that, you know, that she was pretty much rejected and, you know, tossed to the curb and, you know, abused and used by boys, that she came to the point where she was like, you know what, I'm done. I'm just going to go on to girls. And, you know, I mean, personally for me, if you're gay, that doesn't affect me. It's your life. I mean, I don't condone it. Like, it's not like I have anything against homosexuality, because I don't. If you're gay, you're gay. You know, you're going to, you know, just pretty much go about your life, and so will I. But I have nothing against them, so but everybody has a purpose, you know what I mean? At least for their reasoning, you know, on being gay. But thank you for your question, man. On to the next question, which is from 2beatbox09. Okay, hey Alex, I'm a huge fan. Thanks for answering. Well, thanks for everything that you do. We all really appreciate it. Keep up the good work. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. Question 1. So you saw Dragon Ball Z Battle Guys at your friend's house, so why don't you do us a favor and get the movie from him and rip it and post it online and give us the URL so we can watch it? Well, unless you want me to go to jail, then be my guest, but I'll explain that right now. I explained this several times, actually. Question 2. Would you marry Jessica Alba with AIDS or Kelly Kelly with 20 pounds... Wait, with 20 more pounds of muscle? Well, that's an obvious one. Question 3. What would you choose, a brand new Bugatti or a small apartment or a mansion with a 1990 ref? Ooh, it's pretty cool. Question 4. If a big-time motion picture company came up to you and told you that they were going to make a Dragon Ball Z movie and they told you if you wanted to be in it, what would you do? But the catch was that if they told you that they had to put Yamcha, what would you? Oh God. P.S. Fuck you, Yamcha. P.S. Fuck you, video buffer. Yeah, I know, man. YouTube has to fix that fucking video buffer. All right, to answer your first question, I could get it from him and I could watch it whenever I want. But the thing is, if I were somehow to upload the movie online and somebody were to, let's say from the government, see that this movie was illegally posted, they can easily find out who posted it, and guess what? I'll go to jail. It's happened before. Lots of people, you know, they got banned off pirate websites and whatnot, and they got thrown to jail. Like, if I knew any of you in person, right, I'd fucking bring you over to my house or my friend's house and we'd watch it. I'd show you right then and there. The quality would be crap, but it's still something, you know? As much as I would love to do that, I can't do that because, number one, it's not my movie, it's my friend's movie. Number two, I do not want to risk having to go to jail or serve court or have any sort of, felony or summons against me or whatnot. And that's pretty much my standpoint on why I don't do that. And I feel like if you really do want to watch the movie, why don't you go out and buy it when it comes out? You know, that's a great way to support a good cause. You know, that's definitely something I'm going to do. I'll fucking buy that shit on HD Japanese version. You know, I don't really care as long as I'm putting my money towards a better cause. To answer the second question, obviously, bro, it's Kelly Kelly. I mean, think about it. If you fuck Alba, you'll have AIDS. I mean, you're pretty much fucked for life. If you fucked Kelly Kelly, I mean, yeah, she might be a little chunky monkey, but hey, at least I know I'll be safe with no AIDS, right? So, to answer your third question, a brand new Bugatti. I woke up in a new Bugatti. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Bugatti, a small apartment, or a mansion with the 1990 refa. I would say I'd probably say a mansion because of the space and whatnot. You could easily just transform a mansion into some. Well, but then again, it's a 1990. Well, all right. I'd probably choose a small apartment. Talking about how small. A Bugatti would be great, but one little fuck up and, one little accident, you're done. Or it doesn't even have to be you. What if, like, the driver next to you doesn't like you because you have a Bugatti and he decides to fucking sacrifice his car by ramming his into yours, There's your fucking vehicle into smithereens. To answer your fourth question, I would use Yamcha, but I would make him in the most... I would place him in the most stupidest role possible. I would have him be Goku's bitch. Like, I would make him do something so small and stupid that he's not even important to the damn movie. I would definitely make the movie 3 hours long, and I would definitely incorporate fusions like Gogeta and Vegito and Whis and Bills and Super Saiyan God Goku, Super Saiyan God Vegeta, Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. I would implement, Mystic Gohan and all sorts of things. But if I had to use Yamcha, I'd throw his bitch ass in there. But would I use him correctly? Hell no. I would make him Bills and Whis' bitch. That's exactly what I would do. But thank you for your question. On to the next question, which is from Mr. Borat Fisher. Hey, what's up, Alex? Missed me? I sure did. I was on a holiday for a good few weeks, and now I've missed all of your latest videos. Anyway, I haven't done fan mail in a while, so I have questions for you. Oh God, here we go. Okay, question number 1. Please take this into consideration. Okay. Could you please do a Budokai Tenkaichi 3 story mode gameplay with commentary? That would be beast. We all know Budokai Tenkaichi 3 is the best DBZ game ever. Question 2. Have you had any more wrestling vids on your other channel? And what was that channel called? I forgot. Question 3. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta versus Super Saiyan 4 Vegito. Who do you think would win and why? Question 4. Do you think Broly is overrated? Question 4 is question 5. Question 5. What is your opinion on the Super Saiyan, the SS3 Goku transformation? Man, I get serious goosebumps from watching that. Question 6, do you think they got the SS3 hair idea from Raditz? Question 7, the time when Nappa and Vegeta came to Earth, could King Kai defeat them? If he could, then why didn't he? I kind of forgot. I finished DBZ a long time ago. Question 8, do you wish they brought back Budokai Tenkaichi 3 on the Xbox and PS3? That'd be beast. Question 9, why do you think Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3 has over 150 characters, which is pretty much every character in the whole Dragon Ball Z GT regular saga? And why isn't there that many characters in the new game, such as Raising Blast 2? Question 10, when is the newest DBZ game coming out? Didn't you say it was coming out? Oh, didn't you say it was coming out? Yeah, it is coming out, but we don't know when. Question 11, would you rather set your pubes on fire, let a cat scratch your ball sack, fuck a goat, eat shit, drink pee mixed with diarrhea, headbutt a solid wall with full force, give a dog a blowjob, or eat someone else's puke? You have to answer that question. Ha ha, have fun answering that last question. I don't have to answer that last question. You do know that, right, bitch? Okay, to answer your first question, yeah, if I get my PS2 to run correctly, I haven't touched my PS2 in fucking ages. If I can get that to run, then I'll definitely do Budokai Tenkaichi 3. That was actually one of my favorite games as a kid, for the simple fact that, you know, you could pretty much do anything and everything, and just with the amount of characters you had, it was great. But the you know, the cutscenes and the, you know, cinematics and all that shit wasn't really that good. But nonetheless, it was still great, so I might consider it if I get my PS2 to work. If not, then I'm going to have to figure out another way. To answer your second question, I haven't had any matches lately. I'm having one in June. I'm going to post some in June and possibly August. Whenever I get booked and whatnot, I'm just going to put up my matches and whatnot so you guys can watch. And the channel is called Evolution Chronicles. It is in my, you know, featured list when you scroll down to my channel. To answer your third question, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta versus Super Saiyan 4 Vegito, shit. That's kind of hard to say because Gogeta is like fucking way overpowered, like invincible type shit, and knowing Vegito, he'd be just as powerful. So, shit, this would be very hard for me to answer. If we're talking unlimited time, then I would probably say Gogeta. I'm not. This is a hard question. I don't know. What do you think? SS4 Gogeta or SS4 Vegito? Either way, you gotta pick. I mean, for me, I would probably say Vegito just by a little hair. But then again, I would say that Gogeta would probably take the fight more serious than Vegito, because we all know Vegito likes to play around a lot and whatnot. So, but yeah, I don't know. Like this would come down to like sheer fucking arithmetic, like just narrowing both characters down like piece by piece. But then again, SS4 Vegito doesn't even exist. So, to answer your fourth question, do I think Broly is overrated? Maybe a little bit, but not as much as like other people are, I guess. Broly's a great character. I mean, I think legendary Super Saiyan Broly is overrated. If they brought in Super Saiyan 3 Broly, then that wouldn't be overrated because it's different. Remember. But yeah, to answer your fifth question, what is my opinion on the Super Saiyan 3 transformation? It's just godly to me. It's just every time, like when I see Goku transforming in front of Janemba, it gives me goosebumps. And plus, when he first transformed against Majin Buu, and when he transformed to show Trunks and Goten how to do it, those three moments were just like the solidifying moments for DBZ. To answer your sixth question, maybe they possibly got it from Raditz. Who's to say they did or they didn't? It's a possibility because Raditz was the first Saiyan with long hair that we saw, technically. So, I don't know, maybe. Perhaps. I mean, it could be an interesting concept. To answer your seventh question, I don't think the Kais have the right or the permission to enter a realm or a planet and solve, you know, the species or that race's problems. Pretty much they're just overseers. I think King Kai would have stopped Vegeta and Nappa easily. But, I mean, now that I'm thinking about it, he could have made a difference, but I'm pretty sure if he traveled outside of his, you know, comfort zone, he would have gotten in big trouble by the, you know, Supreme Kai and Grand Kai and whatnot. To answer your eighth question, I really do wish that they did you know, make a Budokai Tenkaichi collection for the Xbox and PS3, because for me that would have been awesome to relive like another part of my childhood, but they didn't do that, so, you know, boo-hoo for us. I mean, I was really hoping for it, but, you know, we can only go so far, right? And why didn't they add so many characters, to answer your 9th question? Maybe it's because it's next generation, so they're holding back per se. I think Raging Blast 2 had the most characters for the next generation consoles, but at the same time, they could have done a lot better if they utilized everything correctly. But, you know, granted, we saw some really unique characters, but, you know, it's just like, you know, it was ultimately their call. So, I mean, personally, from where I would love to see that shit, but, you know, I don't think they're ever going to do that again. If they do, it's probably going to be for the next generation consoles. But to answer your 10th question, when is the next DBZ game coming out? I'm assuming it's not going to be this year, because if there were a game, there would have been some sort of information on it. But I think they're either working on a big project that involves DBZ for the next gen consoles, or they're just waiting until the Battle of Gods is over and done with in Japan. To answer your 11th question, shit, this is kind of hard. Fuck. I'd probably light my pubes on fire, then put it out. There you go. I mean, what would you do? I'd probably make you eat shit. That's exactly what I do, you little fuck. Anyways, thank you for your question, dude. On to the next question, which is from Ragul. Thanks for answering my questions. It is an honor. Cheers, mate, from the advice. Okay, I deleted all the vids, and I was allowed to keep my channel as well. If they try to sue me, I would pay off the lawyers since I'm a part of the Illuminati. What the fuck? Time for the questions. Question 1. Is Krillin stronger than Frieza in the Majin Buu saga, since his wife was able to beat the crap out of Super Saiyan Vegeta and she's not that much stronger than him? What? She's fucking way stronger than Krillin. Question 2. What martial arts do you do, since I'd like to fight you, but But just as a warning, I am also a trained assassin. I can kill you in 27 painful ways, and I have learned 8 different martial arts. Alright, you know what? Even if you attempted that, you'd still fail miserably, and I'll tell you why. Question 3. Have you ever seen the movie In Time? It's pretty good. It's about a world where a currency is now time, and everyone is genetically altered to stop aging at 25. And the rich can live forever, and the poor in the ghetto die. Oh, I want to watch that now. I thought, what is it called? In Time? Let me write that down. Fuck, I can't write it down. I don't have a pen. Who uses pens and papers anymore? Fuck this. I'll just write down another time. P.S. I just found out I'm immortal because I tried to kill myself by jumping off a 38-story building. You spelled story wrong, by the way. So, you know, apparently immortality didn't grant you, you know, intelligence. And when I was about to hit the ground, I got hit by a bus. What the fuck? And it knocked me out for a little bit. I woke up 45 minutes later without a scratch and still kicking, okay? PSS, hope you don't die young, because I think you're the voice of YouTube. Heck the world. PSSSS, fuck you, Yam Squale! Oh god, PSS, fuck me, Bola and Bulma. Which one would you rather do, Bola or Bulma? That's a good question. To answer your first question, I still don't think Krillin could have done shit. I think Frieza would have came back from hell and just whooped that fucking bald bitch. You know, there's just no way possible. I mean, Krillin's Krillin, man. I mean, he grew balls against Super Buu, but that's not really saying much. He got fucking turned into chocolate. So, to answer your second question, I used to practice and I used to train Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for a few months, and that shit is hard. It was hard at the time. When I was a little younger, I did boxing, and now I'm doing professional wrestling. And before that, I did amateur wrestling, so I have a lot of fighting experience. And pretty much, I am I'm a physical person. Like, if you see me in real life, like I'm a big person. You can ask Paul. I am a very big person, and just to let you know, if you try to fight me, you know, I'm gonna do to you what Bane did in the Batman movie to that guy, where he said, "This gives you power over me," and just snapped his fucking neck. To answer your third question, I'm gonna go look it up because it sounds interesting. Because if currency is now, you know, something out of the norm, then that's definitely worth checking out. But thank you for your question, man. On to, wow, we're almost to the fucking 1 hour. Holy crap! And I don't have any drinks here either. Fuck. The next question, which is from Julian Diaz. Hey Alex, what's up? Thanks for answering my questions last week. Haha, it was funny when you said, oh, I hate Black Ops 2. The hit detection doesn't count. LOL. But today I have 3 questions. Okay. Question 1. Why is it illegal to post movies on YouTube that is already made from the original creator? Well, that's not really the point, but I'll get into that right now. Question 2. This might have been answered. I don't know, but okay. Have you ever been bullied in school? Question 3, can a full-powered Super Saiyan 2 Goku defeat a powered legendary Super Saiyan Broly? You know, like legendary Super Saiyan is still Super Saiyan 1. I just want your thoughts. P.S. Fuck you, Squid! P.S.S. Brock Lesnar sucks. Resident Evil Retribution sucks. And it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Peace. Alright, to answer your first question, it's not about who created it or the director or whatnot. It's about rights. We don't have rights to post movies that are flagged and copyrighted by companies onto other websites because, you know, a couple of years ago, Viacom tried to sue YouTube over that shit. They tried to sue everybody because people kept putting up episodes of South Park and music videos and stuff that they didn't have any rights to. So pretty much that was a huge ordeal in court. And the only reason why it's illegal is because people get to see the product or you know, view it for their entertainment for free when the product was originally designed for sales. You know what I mean? So that's why it's just a, you know, it's a back and forth struggle at times with that. A lot of people often say, well, why can't movies be free? If you made a movie right now that was intended to make money and somebody leaked it and showed everybody, would you not get mad? You see what I mean? To answer your second question, yes, I've been bullied in school when I was younger, but there came a point in time where I stood up for myself in the 6th grade, and it was rough because getting out of that stage where you're being bullied is hard because now the bullies are going to fuck with you even more. So I learned to stand up for myself. I remember the first fight that I ever got into, it was because the bully tried to bully me in my classroom, so he pretty much like shoved my face and I had enough. And I just completely wailed on him, and he wailed on me, and we pretty much got into a fight. And to answer your third question, definitely a Super Saiyan 2 Goku, a full-powered Super Saiyan 2 Goku, would easily crush Broly without a doubt. Without a freaking doubt. Think about that for a second. It's just like, it's inconceivable to even say. But thank you for your question, man. On to the next question, which is from Stan661. I've seen your video, and your videos are great. Okay, here are my questions. Question 1. What will you do if you walk home one day, and you walk into your house and see Vegeta and Goku playing Halo, and Goku beat Vegeta in Halo, and Vegeta went Super Saiyan? What would you do? Question 2. Have you ever seen Red vs. Blue, a show? Yeah, I know that it's made by Rooster Teeth. I have seen it. Question 3. Who do you think would win, Goku or Naruto, and why? I pick Goku. Thanks, Alex, for answering my questions. Your Dragon Ball Z Future franchise video were pretty good, and also you have lots of ideas. P.S. Fuck you, Paul! P.S.S. Fuck Yamcha, fuck Whale, fuck Squales, fuck motherfuckers, fuck Illuminati, fuck Super Saiyan. What did you just say? Wait, it's over 9,000 Super Saiyan Kamehameha. I pull more girls than you. You wish, buddy. PSS, a video, please watch this. Alright, to answer your first question, what would I do if I walked in and Vegeta went apeshit? I'd walk out. Why would I want to be there? I mean, what if that fucking guy just loses his mind and tries to, like, Big Bang the entire house? Like, I'd fucking run away. Like, where would I go? Well, I mean, where would I go? I don't know, but I'd still run. I mean, why would I want to stand there and be like, oh, look, Vegeta went Super Saiyan? You know, I'd fucking get killed. To answer your second question, I've seen it before. You know, I like it, but, you know, I haven't watched it in ages, so I don't really know what the hell's going on. But I remember when they first started making it on Halo 2 and Halo 3, it was just beautiful. And to answer your last question, Goku, 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 and Goku, motherfucker. Always Goku, son. Alright, thanks for your questions, man. On to the next question, which is from the Shadow Lord 148. Hey Alex, thanks for answering my questions. I agree with you on the werewolves. They are badass, and yeah, you have a point with Broly blowing up the planet. Anyways, here are some more questions, and as thanks to you, I shall not ask any DBZ questions. Alright, here we go. Question... oh god, I'm dying. God damn it. Alright, question 1. Since you're into wrestling, did you watch that show, Tough Enough? If so, I was wondering what happened to that winner, Andy. I was looking forward to seeing him on Raw or SmackDown, but I never saw him. And if they did... that show again, would you sign up for it? Question 2, from 1 to 5, 1 being fairly attractive and 6 being the hottest, sexiest in the world, who would you pick? Emma Weinstein, Megan Fox, Mila Kunis, Holy shit. Scarlett Johansson, Michelle Rodriguez, Johanna Bruce. Oh my god. Jennifer Lawrence, Christine Stewart, Emma Stone, or Charlize Theron. Oh my god. You just pretty much like butchered my fucking options here. Fuck. Screw you. Alright, thanks for answering my questions last week and keep up the awesome work. You are the best YouTuber around. P.S. Pat. Okay, to answer your first question, I did watch Tough Enough here and there, and I think the winner, Andy, that Andy guy, I think he did something stupid and he got fired. That's one thing you can't risk, is being fired in a company like that. But I really don't know what happened to him. I mean, just it is what it is with Andy. I mean, he wasn't really. He didn't seem like he had anything going on. I mean, not to bash the guy or nothing, but for me at least, if they ever had that show, would I do it again, or would I sign up for it, as you may said? No. I mean, I wouldn't see any purpose to it. I'm already wrestling now. I'm trying to get myself into the indies, and I mean, I'm pretty much doing what they're doing, except I'm doing it in front of a crowd, and I'm doing it because I love it, and I'm already proving myself every single day when I go. So. And honestly, holy shit, all of them, I would give all of them 5s. I mean, fuck it, 5s, all of them. If I had to take one, I would take Mia. I mean, Mila, sorry, I'd take her. Oh my god, I mean, but then again, it's like they're all hot. I don't know, it's shit. Who would you pick and why? I mean, alright, I'd say Mia. That's all I'm saying. But thank you for your question, man. On to the next question, which is from Leo 50 Perez. Hey, Paul, JK, I bet you said what the fuck. No, I did not, actually. I looked at your statement and just completely was in shock. Everybody, you just made everybody look stupid because of that statement. Go away. No, I'm just kidding. All right, question 1. This isn't really a question, but can you please say a quick prayer for the people in Sandy Hook shooting, Boston bombing, and the fertilizer factory explosion? Thank you. Well, then why'd you put question 1? Question 2. How old were you when you first had your real kiss? I already explained that. It was on my first birthday when I turned 1. I even have it on camera. My mom has it on fucking camera. Question 3. Have you ever read The Outsiders by S.E. Hinton? No, I did not. Question 4. Wait, do you think we will go to war with North Korea? Ooh. Question 5. Did you watch my video? If didn't, I completely understand, considering that it was a 3-hour fan mail. Question 6. Who would win, Goku Jr. or Goten? Question 7. What will happen first? The robots taking over or a zombie apocalypse? Question 8. What are your opinions on, what is that? Predestination is a concept of God. Question 9. Would you rather watch a porno with your parents or a porno with your parents? Oh shit. Damn. All right. To answer your first question, I mean, a quick prayer. Well, if I had to say a quick prayer, I would say, God, if you're hearing me right now, just watch over those Polish souls and just, you know, pray for the families, and please bless the families of the of the massacres, and just pretty much watch over their souls and continue to just watch as humanity crumbles, because that's exactly what's happening. Humanity is crumbling. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but it's painfully obvious at this point. To answer your second question, like I said, age 1. To answer your third question, I've never read The Outsiders. To answer your fourth question, do I think we will ever go to war with North Korea? Not unless they actually go through with an attack. If they do some shit, then you can fucking bet your ass that we're going in there heavy. So I hope it doesn't happen. But to answer your fifth question, if you're talking about that that video you sent me last week, I watched it, but then I had to stop it because I left and I haven't finished it. But I'll finish it today. To answer your sixth question, I'd say Goten because he has way more experience than Goku Jr. Question 7, what will happen first? I do believe a zombie apocalypse would happen first. But the better question is, what would be worse? Robots taking over or a zombie apocalypse? My opinion on predestination. We are people, okay? We don't know shit. I'm just going to keep saying that until the day I die. We are people. We think we know everything. We think we're like the big boys on the block, and we all think that we're superior than anything. Man, we're just a bunch of fucking people on a planet that pretty much aren't sophisticated to the point where I mean, we're fighting each other for resources, which is fucking stupid. If we were all like, you know, civilized, we would work together to, you know, travel out and just work as one rather than fucking kill each other. Humanity is a bunch of savages, man. And predestination for me, if God decided your fate a long time ago, so be it. But that doesn't mean you should change the way you are just because it's a concept that's, you know, fairly implemented. I mean, at least for me. And if I had to answer your 9th question, I would say, oh God, I would watch it with my parents in it, but then I would probably turn away. I don't know what the hell's with all these like weird ass fucking questions. Makes me want to like go punch a baby or some shit. But thank you for your question, man. Here we go. On with the next question, which is from a link 9210. What's up, Alex? It's me again. Hope you remember me, and it's still hoping you can notice me in Oklahoma. I think I am your only subscriber who says brah. Now on the questions. Alright, question 1. You say we don't know much about our oceans and stuff. Why do you think is that? Okay. Question 2. Is having a threesome gay with 2 guys and 1 girl? Me and my friend always argue on this. I personally don't think it is. Question 3. Why are us humans so ignorant and think we know everything in class? We always have these kinds of talks, and I need to come up with more to say. Why are we going to what? Why are I don't know. On question number 4, why were we created? You think if we're gonna die anyway, so the truth is we're living to die. I wish that we were all created and just sent to heaven, but you gotta blame Adam and Eve for that. That goes back, because I'm gonna explain. Question 5. Do you think we really walked on the moon? If not, can you tell me why? I don't think we did for some reason. There's no wind in space, so how was the flag blowing? Question 6. If the average human lifespan was 40 years, how would you live your life differently? Question 7. If you knew that everyone you know was going to die tomorrow, who would you visit today? Ooh. Well, those are my questions, man. Thanks again. Much love and respect for you, brah. P.S. Fuck you, Al! P.S.S. Did you ever look up those slow motion vids for DBZ I was talking about? Yes, I did. That was so badass. Like, it's obvious that they used control slowdown for that. I'll get into that. But anyways, to answer your first question, I think it's because we can't really penetrate the oh god. Well, all right, we can't really penetrate the depths of the ocean that much because of the pressure. The amount of pressure that's down there would pretty much like capsize and destroy any freaking submarine or anything that even attempts to go down 10,000, 12,000, 15,000 feet. That's pretty much fucking deep, and Lord knows what's down there. A lot of scientists want to come out and say, well, based on my theory, I would like to say that all dinosaurs are dead. Shut the fuck up, you stupid ass scientist. If we haven't explored our oceans fully, who are you to say that there isn't a creature down there that still exists? It's technically still a dinosaur. It's a marine fucking animal. Jesus Christ. And that's why I believe that there's nothing we can use now that can, go, down in those depths and actually look. Because remember, those oceans are very, very deep. So, I mean, looking down there, you're going to have some sort of technology or some sort of, crafting material or whatever that can actually go down there and just survive the pressure pretty much. To answer your second question, all right, let me just put this to rest. If you're having a three-way and it's 2 guys and 1 girl, you're not fucking gay. And the only reason why I say that is because, number 1, you guys aren't touching dicks. You guys aren't blowing each other. You guys aren't butt-fucking each other. You guys aren't doing anything to each other. You're doing it to the female. Now, there are certain boundaries and limits that you can't cross, which are, number 1, don't look at each other in the eye. Number 2, don't stare at each other's dicks. And number 3, don't make any dick-to-dick contact, because that's just gay. But me personally, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't condone doing it, but, I mean, the question is it gay? And it's not gay. Just don't make any physical fucking contact just with the other person, damn it. To answer your third question, why are humans so arrogant? It's because a lot of people are filled with pride, and they want to go they want to go off and base things on what other people said. Like, for example, if a scientist came out and said, well, there are no more other planets out there that can sustain life, How do you know that? How the fuck do you know that for sure? Did that one little scientist go out in our galaxy or in another galaxy or fucking search the entire universe and confirmed for a fact that there's no life out there? So just because one guy has a prestigious title, people want to go off and run with that. And that's what, you know, presumably makes them think that they're smarter than other people. The reason why humans are arrogant and very ignorant is because of society influence. If you see one person do it, chances are you might do it as well. It's just we are so primitive in some ways. It's just like it's so sad because we can become such powerful people. We can become such healthy people and such you know, informative people. But you know, it's just like mankind chooses to fucking, you know, do drugs and get tattoos and go to parties and fuck bitches and fuck guys and shoot people and kill people and maim people and torture people and, you know, rob people and, you know, commit suicide and get people pregnant and run away and then kill children, kill animals, kill themselves. It's like, why? Why do that when you can become something great? You know what I mean? It's basically influence. You know, it's what you see. What you see is what you're going to portray and follow. So, to answer your fourth question, we're not... I mean, all right, yeah, we're created to live and die, but the whole purpose is like a test. If I was a creator and I created you and I pretty much wanted to see where your faith stood, I would test you in every way possible to see if your faith still stands in what you say it stands in. You know what I mean? It's not necessarily Adam and Eve. Adam and Eve didn't really eat the apple. Eve ate. Well, Satan tempted, well, from what I know, Satan tempted Adam first, and Adam said no. Satan tempted Eve, then Eve actually went for it, and she ate the apple. When she ate the apple, she gave it to Adam. Adam ate the apple. So, pretty much, this just goes to show that man did not eat the apple. You know what I mean? It was tempted by woman, and the man ate it. I'm not trying to downgrade women or whatnot, but that's the initial story. And I think it goes way deeper than Adam, Eve, you know, the apple, a snake, and God. It goes much deeper than that. And for me to elaborate that, it's just going to take up too much time. But I'm just going to say this. The point of living is to prove your faith, is to prove yourself, is to leave a trademark, is to leave a legacy, and to make sure that you're doing a good thing on this planet. Because when you die and you're long and gone, hopefully, you know, your intentions were to see this generation in this world grow, you know what I mean, rather than just fall into its own oblivion. That's just my point of view. To answer your fifth question, that's very controversial. I don't really have any say on it. I mean, if we went there, we went there. If we didn't, we didn't. But I have a feeling we did, but at the same time, there's some part of me that just doesn't believe in the whole story, because there's been a lot of cover-ups and a lot of people that have been talking, and then just all of a sudden they've been silenced, if you know what I mean. To answer your sixth question, if I could visit, well, if I had 40 years to live, what would I do? I would have 19 years to live, right? Supposedly. So, I'll just continue to do what I'm doing now. It's just like I wouldn't live any differently. I would probably live in like shock toward the end of my years, but as of now, I would just live normally. And to answer your last question, who would I visit? I would visit everybody, my friends, my family, every single person that I possibly can, and tell them my final words. And then from there, if they're gonna go, then at least I spoke my piece. But thank you for your question, man. On to the next question, which is from Hollow Burst. Hey, what's up, UnrealEntGaming? And it's that time of week. That's right, fan mail. Oh, good God. So I got some questions for you, but I know how it must be like sitting on that goddamn chair for 2 hours, getting through other fan mail questions. So let's do this. All right, here we go. I mean, guys, if I had like a wireless mic and like a comfortable ass gaming chair, then I would definitely do this for hours. I promise. But unfortunately, I have to, like, you know, suffer by sitting on this wooden chair. But no, it's not even wooden, but fuck it, let's just go on. Question number 1. Would it be the end of Dragon Ball Z if Bills fused with Whis? Question number 2. Do you think they're going to make an upcoming COG just as horrible like COG Ghosts? Wait, what do you mean? I would probably like another game, other chance. Okay, hearing about bad reviews about the Ghost. Okay, question 3. What is the chance that Mr. Satan, a.k.a. pussy, well, would survive Bill's touch his forehead and blast like 100 feet. Question 4, if you were rich, and I mean like rich, would you still have the same nice heart you do on YouTube? And just for us, be honest. Question 5, who would you rather save, your mom, your mom or dad or wife, and your 1-year-old son or daughter? Wow. Question 6, if Funimation would let you make DBZ movie, what would the main storyline be, and what will you make for it? What would the title be? Question 7, list who you would like to be from Dragon Ball except the Namekian, any SS, Goku, or Vegeta. P.S. Look at my custom Super Saiyan God Goku image from my YouTube. P.S. Fuck you, Mary! P.S.S. Have fun with the rest of your fan mail, Alex, you bastard. Okay, here we go. To answer your first question, no, because if Akira Toriyama said that there's 12 universes and there's 12 other gods, then you know for sure that even if those two fused, it wouldn't be the end, because what if that last god that they're going to fight in the universe is like the most powerful, you know, god of all? Like, what if he's like 10 times stronger than even Bill's and Whis' fusion? So, do I think it's the end? No, but it's a very interesting concept if gods fused. To answer your second question, we don't know anything about ghosts yet. I mean, ghosts could be good or it could be bad, you know. It all depends on various things. I, for one, think it might be good. That's just my opinion. I don't know. Black Ops 2 still stands out for me as being a very good game, but Black Ops 2 certainly got old after a while, and you know, playing online isn't as fun as it is with friends. Certainly zombies is still like the best thing going on for, you know, Call of Duty, but I wish they made a Call of Duty game separately, you know, that included zombies alone, because if they came out with a game called Call of Duty Zombies or Call of Duty Undead where it only had strictly zombies, I think that would beat out any other Call of Duty game ever. To answer your third question, I don't think Hercule would survive that. I mean, if Vegeta got touched once and Goku got touched once and Piccolo got freaking tapped by chopsticks and shit and got knocked out, like if these people got knocked out by a finger, what makes you think if Bill's like sneezed, Mr. Satan, aka, you know, Hercule didn't, you know, I mean, how do you know he won't die from that? I mean, it's just, Bill's is too strong, okay? Just put it that way. To answer your fourth question with all honesty, this is what I would do if I was rich. Honestly, I'm telling you this from the bottom of my heart. If I was rich, like mega rich, I'm not gonna lie to you, I would get myself a house first, right? I would get myself a nice car, and I would definitely build a pool in my fucking backyard, because like, what's having a nice home without a pool? The second thing I would do is I would probably open up like a little business, sort of say, just to keep it going. The third thing I'd probably do is I would buy so many games to give out for giveaways, like legit. I mean, I go out of my way to get games for you guys for giveaways, but not as much as I would like to. I would personally like to get like hundreds of games and just give them out, but I don't have that money. If I was as rich as Bill Gates, I would fucking hook all of you up. Everybody who's listening to me right now, I would fucking hook you up to like the fucking ninth dimension. That's how great I would be. Also, I would be nice, because money would not really change me. I mean, all right, granted, I have money now, you know what I mean? And what that means nothing to me. It's only a piece of paper. I see this microphone more valuable than money. Money does not make me happy. Spending time with my friends makes me happy. Playing video games makes me happy. Wrestling makes me happy. You know, doing stuff with my girlfriend makes me happy. Just things like that make me happy. Money is just something that you need to have to live by. So I would get a lot of people capture cards. I would actually get a lot of people microphones. I would actually shut down a lot of YouTube accounts because they suck, and I would actually tell those same YouTubers to make another account and just build from the bottom up, therefore making it better. But I would not change at all. I would still be doing YouTube, because if I was super rich, I wouldn't have to worry about waking up and going to work every day, so that way I'd be on here like 24/7. So that's what I would do, honestly. Also, what I've always wanted to do was I wanted to give back. I've always wanted to help like homeless people, at least for me, because like you just see a homeless person sometimes and it breaks your heart. It breaks my heart every time. I mean, I hate giving out like $1 or $5. I mean, that's nothing, you know what I mean? But yeah, to answer your fifth question, who would I rather save? My mom, my dad, my wife, or my kids? I honestly would say my kids, as much as I would. I mean, I don't have a dad, you know, he's fucking dead, so you know, he's never there for me, so I don't give a shit about him. But my mom, my wife, or my kids, oh my god, that is very hard, but I would have to say my kids. I'm sorry. I mean, it's a sacrifice, but if I had no other option, then I'd probably sacrifice myself. But Damn, out of those three, I'd probably say my kids. To answer your sixth question, if I made a Dragon Ball Z movie, the main storyline would be pretty much, well, movie. I would continue off Battle of Gods. Therefore, I would allow Bills and Whis to return. This time, Bills fights Goku as a Super Saiyan God and actually loses. So therefore, Bills is like, fuck, I can't beat you, Goku. Ah, you fucking bitch. How'd you get so strong? So then Whis is like, move aside. I'm about to show you how it's done. And then Vegeta comes in and he'll be like, oh, no. Goku already had his turn with Bills. Now it's time for me to fight you. And Whis pretty much laughs and is like, oh, you want to fight me, Vegeta? You can't even reach Super Saiyan 3. So Vegeta pretty much reaches Super Saiyan 3, tries to fight him. Everybody's in shock that he reached that level. Still can't beat him. Therefore, he transforms into a Super Saiyan God, tries, but fails again. Goku steps in, he tries, fails against Whis. So therefore, you have a beaten Bills who's pissed off, and you have Whis who's kicking everybody's ass. Therefore, Super Saiyan God Goku and Super Saiyan God Vegeta are like left on the sideline, like helpless, that they can't really defeat this guy. So what they would do is they would fuse into Super Saiyan God Gogeta or Super Saiyan God Vegito, and pretty much from there fight Whis as a fusion, therefore possibly beating him, and then Whis at the end can say something like, you know what, you're tough enough to beat me, now it's time to begin the real test. And they're in shock, saying, what do you mean real test? And that's when Whis points out that like there's other more powerful gods that are 10 times more powerful than their fusion, and therefore they take off from there. And to answer your last question, if I could who would I be from Dragon Ball except the Namekians, the Saiyans, and or Vegeta? Let's see. I would probably be an android. I'd probably be Cell. Yeah, I'd probably be Cell, because Cell's overconfident. He's pretty damn cool. But thank you for your question, man. On to the next question, which is from Trox Magic. First of all, I like to say that you're easily becoming my favorite YouTuber, and you really got something going on here. Now on to the questions. Thank you. Question 1, what is your favorite band? Question 2, if you got into WWE, will you still be wrestling your whole life? Question 3, what is your favorite horror game of all time? Question 4, do you think Goku is evil in one of the other universes? All right, thank you for answering my questions. Keep up the good work. Thank you. To answer your first question, my favorite bands, probably Linkin Park or Disturbed. I like them a lot. But, you know, I have to vary from different bands. It's Disturbed, Kill Switch Engaged, or Linkin Park. One of those three. To answer your second question, if I were to be in the WWE, and if I was like the top guy, yeah, I would wrestle my entire life. But I would openly admit that I'd still be doing YouTube. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. I mean, you can't stop me from doing this shit. Even if I was like the John Cena of that company, like even if I was bigger than John Cena, I'd fucking still at least put out one episode, you know? I mean, I'm not gonna be able to put out like millions, but I'd still be doing something for you guys. Trust me, I'm not going anywhere. To answer your third question, I really don't have favorites, but if I had to consider a great favorite horror game, it would probably be like either back in the day from Resident Evil 4, possibly Silent Hill 2, or maybe even going back further to Resident Evil 2, or maybe even let's see. I mean, nowadays games don't really scare me except for Slender sometimes when I'm playing it alone, but that's pretty much that. And do I think that there's an evil Goku in another universe? If there are alternate characters in alternate dimensions, then yes, there could be one just waiting to fucking fight. I mean, you never know, because like if there's an actual, if Goku's actually out there and there's like an evil counterpart to him, you can bet your fucking jabroni ass that he would put up a fight against regular Goku. So, but thank you for your question, man. On to the next question, which is from FingerGamer3. Hey Alex, I'm a big fan and you are my top 10 favorite YouTuber, and here are my questions. All right, thank you. Question 1. How long do you think DBZ will be around in the future? Question 2. If you had the chance to go back in time and stop anything in history, what would it be? Question 3. If you could be any DBZ character for a day, who would it be and why? Question 4. What video editor do you use? That I have for now. Thanks for my question. Okay, keep up the good work. Fuck you, Yamcha! Okay, to answer your first question, DBZ is going to be around for a very long time. It's not going to die out. It's solidified itself as the greatest anime of all time in history, so that's not really going to, go anywhere. Its position is sealed. To answer your second question, if I can go back in time and stop anything from happening, this is what I would stop. I would stop the assassination of John F. Kennedy. I would definitely stop that, because that was the greatest president of all time. I would stop the what else would I stop? The execution of Martin Luther King. I would definitely stop that. I would actually also go back and I would fucking try and kill Hitler before he even kills everybody else. I mean, definitely stop him from actually taking power. Did you guys know Hitler wanted to be an artist until everybody pretty much told him, yeah, your art sucks, and that pretty much pissed him off. I believe there was a good side to Hitler. I mean, I'm not saying he was a good guy. I think Hitler was a horrible person. Hitler was a dictator who deserved to burn in hell. But everybody has a good side, and I'm sure he had one, but he let his emotions and his evil get the best of him, and he became this evil dictator who pretty much killed like millions of people. And I'm glad that he's dead, because if he was still around, I'm pretty sure half of us wouldn't even be here right now. Probably all of us. If I could be one DBZ character for a day, who would it be and why? Well, I'll probably say Goku, just to see how it feels like to transform into Super Saiyan 1, 2, and 3. Also use instant transmission, but if I had to pick one, it'd probably be Super Buu or Kid Buu, because I would want to know what it feels like to actually absorb something and like get blown to smithereens, but still come back to life. And to answer your last question, what is my software that I use? I use Sony Vegas Pro 11. So thanks for your question, man. On to the next question, which is from MC17. Hey Alex, first of all, I am a DBZ fan, but mostly a huge wrestling fan. I cannot help but feel sorry for you having to sit on your damn chair for 2 to 4 hours responding questions. Hey man, I do it out of generosity. But anything for the fans, don't you think? Always. Anyways, this is my first time sending questions, so I hope I make the video. Oh, here you go. Alright, here we go. Question 1. If Goten and Trunks were adults and fused into Gotenks as an adult, and let's say Gotenks fused with Gogeta via Fusion Dance, how would you call them? Or what would you call them? Question 2. Have you ever heard of Cat Mario? What is that? It is like an original Mario Bros. Game for the NES, but you're a cat and you go across 4 different worlds, and it has obstacles, and the catch is most of the stuff around you kills you. I would love to hear you scream and rage so hard with that game. Is it one of those games where it just trolls the shit out of you? I would hate something like that, man. Question 3. What made you come up with the name Felix Rampage? Question 4. What is your point of view of Obama's first and second run as president? Oh, do you really want to hear my opinions on that, man? Ugh, I'm going to start rambling now. Thanks a lot for that. Jesus. This is all I have for now. Keep up the good work. I like listening to your fan mail of the week, and I hope to send more questions next time. P.S. The actress you have a crush from That 70s Show is called Mila Kunis. She played Jackie in That 70s Show and Meg on Family Guy. Yeah, I do know that. I just forgot her name at the time. P.S. Fuck you, Will! Fuck you, Squid! Fuck you, Squirrels! Fuck every worthless character in DBZ universe, especially Yanta, Chaozu, and Yajirobe. Thank you. To answer your first question, I mean, I would say the better question is who would win in a fight? Adult Gotenks or Gogeta? That'd be a good one. But if they had a fuse, what would you call them? Damn. I mean, you can't really call them Goji-Tanks. I mean, what about Goji-Tanks? I mean, you never know. That's what I would call them, Goji-Tanks. At least for me, that would sound catchy. Or, you know, Tangita. But then again, that doesn't sound right. So, I mean, I think Goji-Tanks would sound better. At least to me, I don't know. To answer your second question, I never heard of that. Like, that just gave me a... You just, like, brought back some old-ass memories from, like, the NES. But, I never heard of Cat Mario before. If I had the opportunity to like somehow download the game, I definitely play it just to see how it is, but this game just sounds like it'll make you rip out your hair. So, third question, Felix Rampage. Felix actually means, well, translated in Latin, it means good luck, wise, and Rampage for obvious reasons. When I'm in that ring, it's just Rampage occurs. Granted, I do need to fix some things in the ring. I do need to improve on some things, but that's why everybody gets better over time. So let's just see how that goes. To answer your fourth question, Obama. Oh, Obama. Council of Foreign Relation Tool, puppet. Oh my God, that guy. He promised us so much. What did he give back? Nothing. I'm not gonna sign the NDAA law. Signed it. I'm gonna shut down Guantanamo. Kept it open. I'm not gonna sign off on PIPA. Signed it. I'm not going to allow military to go on the streets and arrest people. Signed it. That guy is such a fucking liar. I mean, I respect him for the position that he's in, but he's not the top guy. He has bosses that have bosses that have bosses. And Obama's bosses tell him what to do. And that's what I think makes him a bitch. Because I would love to see Obama one day just get on stage and say, you know what? Enough with the politics. I'm the man. I'm the president. I'm done with having orders. I'm done with having bosses. I want to be president of this country, and I don't want any bosses above me. I am the final boss, and I call the shots. But then again, in order for his actions and his, laws and whatnot to get passed, that has to go through Congress and whatnot. But Obama doesn't really have a voice. He's only portrayed as a tool for the media, as for everybody, just to be seen as a leader. But I do believe Obama has a good side, but Obama sold out, man. Obama sold out. It's painfully obvious that he did. I feel like he's a good man inside, but then again, I also feel like he's a horrible man because he knows things that we don't, and that's very scary. But that's just my opinion on him. No disrespect to you, Mr. Presidento, if you watch this video, which will be never. But yeah, I mean, that's just my opinion. But thank you for your question, dude. On to the next question, which is from Big Bro 1. Before I answer that, I gotta drink myself fucking shit. I'm thirsty. Oh, that tastes so good. Oh, I can't even breathe right now. That was so good. All right. Hello, Alex. I have some questions for you. Question 1. Would you or will do a Mine Wars on Xbox? Question 2. What do you think about Minecraft on the PC? Now for my third and final question. What do you think of Mine Wars series so far? P.S. Fuck you, Squid! Alright, to answer your first question, I'm not going to do Mine Wars on the Xbox. I'm going to do something else on there. It's going to involve mercenaries and survivors and all that kind of stuff. So, completely different from Mine Wars. Mine Wars is pretty much all-out war. Everybody just goes to battle, bloodshed, explosions. You get the picture. What do I think of Minecraft for the PC? I think it's a great game, better than the Xbox. Minecraft has a lot going for itself. So, I mean, I just hope that they continue to update the game and make it better from what it is now. And to answer your final question of Mine Wars, what is it looking like right now? It's actually looking pretty good. I'm liking it. Both maps, both territories are coming out great. Great environment, great people to talk to. Oh my god, I have dragon's breath. Holy crap. But pretty much it's going great, and this war on the 8th of June is going to be freaking insane. But thank you for your question, man. On to the next question, which is from Mr. Velazzo9. Hey Alex, it's me again. Thank you for answering for my questions about 3 weeks ago. I really appreciate it. Also, I do apologize for having DBZ questions this time around. I thought up of a few questions. I apologize if there were no. Don't apologize, dude. It was your question. I mean, why are you apologizing for questions, dude? It's just questions. I like that profile picture, by the way. That looks so fucking beast. Are those? Is that a minigun? That's fucking awesome. I want one, so I can just start blasting my fucking managers at work. All right, question 1. What if Hell decided to have a tournament to see who was the strongest, and the winner would be able to come back to life to fight the DBZ Warriors or just wreak havoc? That'd be pretty cool. Question 2. In Broly's second coming, why didn't Gohan just turn into Super Saiyan 2? That really pissed me off so much. Question 3. Have you ever eaten, what is that? Chinchillas? What? Chilegas? I don't know. It's a Mexican dish that consists of tortillas being cubed and slightly fried and added sauce. It's a great breakfast. Great. Thank you. Thank you. You just made me fucking hungry. All right. Question number 4. What type of food do you like the most? Wow. More food questions. Stop. Question 5. If we were to meet in person, would you race me with a wheelchair? Yeah. I mean, unless you have like some super turbo powered fucking wheelchair, then I'm in for it. But for what it looks like in your profile picture, dude, you look like you have a beast ass, like whatever that is. It looks so beastly. This is it for this week. Thanks again for being awesome, a YouTuber. No, thank you for your questions, man. You are one of my favorites on here. Thank you. To answer your first question, if Hell decided to have a tournament, I pretty much think that tournament would be a shabacle. Number 1, who would be the guy to maintain order? I mean, everybody's fucking nuts down there. But the winner. The question is, who would be the winner? If we're counting everybody from DBZ, canon and not canon, then you gotta include Harudagan, Janemba, Broly, just Lord Slug, all these motherfuckers, you know what I mean? And certainly for me, the winner would probably be either Janemba or possibly Kid Buu. Because we all know Super Buu Absorbed isn't down there. It's just Kid Buu. So we have Kid Buu, Broly, Harudagan, Frieza, Cell, Janemba. I mean, that'd be great, because at least one, like, they would have a tournament, like, every 15 years they'd have a tournament to see which one would fight the Z Fighters again. But I think the winner would come down to Janemba or Kid Buu. One of those two are going to end up slugging it out, unless Kid Buu absorbs Janemba. That would be fucking nasty sick. Or imagine Kid Buu absorbing Hirudegan. Oh my goodness, think about the power. In Broly's second coming, why didn't Gohan turn into Super Saiyan 2? That's a very interesting question. That's like saying, you know, why didn't Vegeta fight Kid Buu as a Super Saiyan 2? Because technically a lot of people were saying that he wasn't. But, I mean, from what I've been reading a lot on the internet and plus, like, things that Akira Toriyama put out, the purpose of a Saiyan to fight somebody who's stronger is to try to see if they could beat them at the lowest of the highest power. Like, for example, if let's say you're Cell, right, and I'm Goku, and I know that you're stronger than me, but I'm still going to max out my first Super Saiyan form. I want to see if I can beat you as a regular Super Saiyan before I start making any decisions, because that's what they do. When they fight, they want to make sure they can max out their first level power before they go on to the second, sort of say. So I guess Gohan was just trying to max out his Super Saiyan 1 powers before he even thought about reaching Super Saiyan 2. Because if he went Super Saiyan 2, I mean, Broly would have been dead. And a lot of people would say, oh, Gohan went Super Saiyan 2. No, he didn't, because number one, where was the lightning? Number two, his eyes would have been a little bit more lighter than it was. And number three, pretty much his hair would have been different. So, to answer your third question, I've never heard of that. And honestly, I might try it. But then again, that just sounds like a heart attack ready to happen. But I mean, it's cubed and it's fried and it's tortillas. So I mean, can't be that bad, can it? I mean, shit. To answer your fourth question, I'm on a diet now. I mean, because I'm trying to get into bodybuilding, so I have to like lay off the cheeseburgers, the pizza, all that shit. But honestly, dude, I would eat anything. I mean, seriously, like, I mean, steak, shrimp, you know, anything that's good, I would eat it pretty much. Or something that I haven't tried. I mean, Paul made me try some shit, man. I ate squid before. You know how fucking nasty that shit was? But I still ate it anyway. But yeah, to answer your fifth question, if I would meet you in person, if I would race you, if you legitly challenged me to a race, then yeah, I would be like, you know what, fuck it. You have like some high-tech chair and I have legs. So, I mean, let's see which is faster, man or machine. But then again, you're like half man, half beast. You'd probably fucking run me over and shit, probably knocking me off the cliff or some shit. I'd probably end up tumbling and breaking my arms or something. It's just, I don't know. But I mean, if you wanted a race, sure, why not? But why do I have the feeling that you have like some nitrous going on in your wheelchair or something? But thank you for your question, man. On to the next question, which is from Supreme Kai of the East. Hey, Alex, I hope this fan mail gets answered because it wasn't last time, so here we go. I apologize for that because I deleted everything. All right, question one. Why do you think it's unreasonable not to believe in God or an afterlife? I noticed in several of your fan mails in the weeks that it's ridiculous to believe in that. I mean, if you think about it, God doesn't even need to be there in the first place. The Big Bang doesn't require a God. Yeah, but the Big Bang has its own, you know, explanations. But I'll get into that. Question two. In one of your fan mail, you mentioned that you don't agree with the lifestyle of gay people. Why? I mean, scientists believe that there is an epigenetic component involved with homosexuality. So why wouldn't you agree with them? Okay, it becomes an ancient book says. It's not about an ancient book, but I'll get into that as well. Question three. Did you hear about the new DBZ series that was confirmed and then later on confirmed it was fake? I was so pissed and then I found out it was fake. Question four. Have you ever gotten a woman pregnant and then used the Plan B pill on her? Maybe you have a similar story to this. I actually do have a story about Plan B, but I never got anybody pregnant. Question five. This might be related to question four, but has your condom ever broke during intercourse? Question six. Were you ever confused sexually at the time of your life? I'm not doing a lot of research on homosexuality, which is why I'm interested. P.S. Fuck you, Yamcha! And the original Gohan voice is going to be aired in Majin Buu Saga. Oh, really? Like the original voice? It's not going to be some like different faggot? Oh, that's great. All right. To answer your first question, right? Scientists, right? Scientists, some scientists, base their opinions on theories. How can an uncontrollable explosion like the Big Bang create life? That makes absolutely no sense. There were even scientists that said there's no possible way the Big Bang alone created life. That's impossible because if there was an explosion cannot create life, right? Yeah, there were atoms and blah, blah, blah. There's still a lot of things that we can't explain. Are they meant for us to find out? We don't know. I mean, who are we? We're people. And you have to think that people are stupid. Unless you traveled out in the galaxy and you fucking know for sure that everything is what these scientists claim, then yeah. I mean, I guess that argument could be, you know, debunked. But I'm not saying that, you know, scientists are dumb, but scientists base their opinions on theories. It's all a theory. Remember, the Big Bang Theory, the theory on evolution, the theory on so-and-so. So, you know, I'm not saying that, you know, you should believe in God or demand it. I mean, I personally, in my faith, believe that, let's say, for example, you right now, right, the Supreme Kai of the East, you, right now, you are a God, right? And you created, let's say, me, right? I'm your little creation. And you created me to do whatever with free will without interfering in, you know, mankind's life or my life or whatever. And I'm roaming around and I'm doing whatever. And then one day I just said, you know what? Fuck you, Supreme Kai of the East. If you were real, prove yourself right now, you bitch. Where are you? If you were real, strike that Coca-Cola can. Who are you as a creator, right? The Supreme Kai of the East. Who are you as a creator to prove yourself to me? I'm nothing compared to you. You are almighty and powerful, you know what I mean? So as a creator, you have absolutely nothing to prove to your creation because the proof and the evidence is all around you. But yet people are so baffled because you want evidence. Do you want to have, like, do you want to take a picture with God in order to, like, see that he's real? Like, do you want him to, like, shoot down a bunch of Twinkies from the sky in order for you to see that he's real? You know what I mean? There's a lot of irrefutable factual evidence that, you know, supports that theory besides the ancient book. I mean, a lot of people say, oh, the Bible was written by man. Yeah, listen. The Bible was written by a man, or by man. But let me ask you a question. When you write a letter, right? When you write a letter, who writes the letter? You or the pen? Obviously, you write the letter, but you nearly use the pen as an instrument to deliver your message, correct? So God nearly used man as his pen or as his instrument to deliver his message to mankind. At least that's what I believe, you know? And if we all die in some horrible disaster and I'm proven wrong that there is no God, great. You know what? I don't have anything to lose. I can admit that I was wrong. But for people that don't believe in God, when you get blown into smithereens and you just stare into the soul and face of God and he asks you, why were you so ignorant and arrogant to believe in me? Well, what are you going to say? Oh, well, there was this scientist and he said monkeys and big explosion and what are you going to say? You know what I mean? If I'm wrong, I'm fucking wrong. I'll be a man and admit, hey, I was stupid and I was wrong. But that's just that. To answer your second question, it's not that, I mean, I don't agree with it from my point of view, but I don't really care about it. Let's say, for example, there was a bunch of gay people right now in the street having an orgy. Great! That's fucking fantastic for them. It doesn't affect me whatsoever. I don't want to be a part of that because I'm not a part of that lifestyle. If you're gay, so be it. Fine. But remember, you even quoted what I said earlier. You said scientists believe. It's a theory. Remember, I actually looked this up as well. There was a bunch of scientists that said, oh, well, there's a component in homo... Yeah, but it's all a theory. They don't know that for 100% fact. I remember I saw this one video where the scientist was like, there's a certain chromosome or whatever that can be mutated or some shit and causes homosexuality. But it's only a theory. It's only a theory. We don't know. If it's true, then hey, it's true. That's fine. But if it's not true, then I mean, it's a choice. I mean, it is what it is. If you're gay, I don't have a problem with that. Go ahead and be gay. That's your decision. Be happy. Do whatever the hell you want. You're a human being, correct? Do I want any part of that? No. If you're a man who likes a man, so be it. If you're a woman who likes a woman, so be it. I'm a man who likes women, you know? That's just that, you know? If some people want to be gay, I have absolutely no problem with that. I do go by I do go by the quote-unquote ancient book, but that's just me. If anybody wants to criticize me for believing in a book over being gay, then don't be mad when I criticize you over your lifestyle for allowing yourself to make mockery out of my book. So it goes both ways. But I have no disrespect. I mean, you guys are... I actually have one gay friend. Her name is Angie. She's fucking awesome. I don't have a problem with her. That's just my opinion. To answer your third question, I mean, I heard about that because it was way too soon for them to even confirm episodes or even a series. But I was excited, but then I knew right away once I saw that picture it wasn't real. I was like, fuck! To answer your fourth question, I never got a girl pregnant, but I didn't use a condom one time, so I got kind of scared with the pre-cum. So then she used Plan B, and pretty much from there, it's just, I mean, when we were doing it, it was like we did it for a long time, and it was just like she got kind of nervous, and she was like, "Oh, I'm just gonna go on the Plan B pill just in case." And I was like, "Oh, okay." To answer your fifth question, my condom never broke on me because I always used to get, well, and I still get the Trojan Fire and Ice along with the Trojan, what is it, Bearskin. Those are pretty good. Especially Fire and Ice, you get to feel like different shit while it happens. It feels like your penis is like in a fucking glacier, or your penis is in a volcano when you're having sex. It's just fucking crazy. To answer your sixth question, I was never confused sexually. I always liked girls. I never saw any interest in guys because that's just, to me at the time, I was just like, I'm a guy, I fart. It's like, that's just nasty. Like, you know what I mean? I never looked at it that way. I was always interested in girls, but I was always, you know, curious to see what girls can do. I was just like, oh, I mean, that was during the early stages of like finding out during sex and whatnot. I was like, oh, I wonder what hole it goes in, blah blah blah. You're doing a lot of research on homosexuality. You might want to look up a few videos on YouTube because there are some scientists that come out on YouTube and they talk about it, and it's just very interesting. But thank you for your question, man. Really means a lot. On to the next question, which is from Alex Vaness. Damn, we are almost freaking 2 hours into this. Holy crap! And I do this for you guys. You see what I do for you guys? Let me drink this real quick. All right. Oh, God, my voice is gonna like burn out by tomorrow. Hi, Alex, it's me again. I realized I forgot to ask some questions, so here we go. Question 1. In the song 25 to Life, do you think Eminem is singing about leaving the Illuminati? Question 2. How old were you when you first started working out? Thanks again if you haven't answered my questions. P.S. You're fucking ripped! Well, thank you. I do work out a lot. To answer your first question, Eminem always wanted to leave the Illuminati. He mentioned it in My Darling, the song My Darling. He mentioned it in, what was it? 25 to Life. He mentioned it in Beautiful. He mentions leaving in every song. And I think Eminem's career is near the end. And I don't think he wants part of the Illuminati anymore, but he's stuck. You know, he's stuck. If he does anything stupid, pretty much it's lights out for M. I love Eminem. He's fucking awesome. But in 25 to Life, there are references. There are. But I don't think deep down he wants to be in it anymore. He realized that, you know, the hard way. And to answer your final question, how old was I when I started working out? I started working out at the age of 13, but I failed miserably. Then I started working out at the age of 14, little by little. Didn't really think of it as much. Stopped doing that. And then I finally started working out back when I was 17. I was just like, all right, let me just do what I can do. And then from 17 on, I was working out, and I was like, you know what? This is for me. So from there, I just kept doing it. And I was a very skinny kid, and here I am now, and I'm trying to get bigger and bigger as the days go by. So, but thank you for your question, man. On to the next question, which is from Asia. That's okay. Hey, Alex, what's up? I feel so lazy I didn't give you any questions last week, but now I'm here and I got plenty of questions. Like always, let's begin with what would you rather do? Oh, God. Question 1. Would you rather go in the past and meet your ancestors like 1800s or before, or go away in the future and meet your grandchildren? Oh, that is such a great question. Holy fuck, man. Question 2. Do you have any OCD habits? Question 3. When you were a kid during the summer, what was one of the funny way to cool off? For example, I filled a wheelbarrow with water and me and my friend sat in it. That's fucking awesome, dude. Question 4. Are you a fan of demon slaying stories? Question 5. What is your least favorite part of your day? Question 6. Here is a crazy mindfuck battle I thought of. If Freddy Krueger invaded Super Boo's dreams or mind, could he be able to defeat Super Boo? I thought of this because Freddy Krueger has unlimited power in his dreams, but Super Boo, and this is Boo with Gohan absorbed, has went inside of his own mind and fought Goku and Vegeta, and plus he is regenerating power. So tell me your thoughts on the fight. Damn, that's actually pretty good. P.S. I found you on Skype. P.S.S. Fuck the shitty sushi. All right, to answer your first question, damn, that is hard. I'd probably say go in the future to meet my grandchildren just to see how the fuck everything are. Like, well, not anything are, but just to see how everything is. Sorry. I would, first of all, I want to see if they grew up like derps. If they did, I'd beat the shit out of them right there. Like, as soon as they see me, yo, what up, Pops? I'm like, what the fuck did you... I'd beat the shit out of them, I swear to God. But I just want to see how the future is, you know what I mean? I want to see if it's worth living. But then again, going back in time, I would love that, just to see, like, who my ancestors were, and pretty much try to, like, just see them and just be like, wow, I was spawned from you. But to answer your second question, OCD habits, I really don't have any. I mean, shit. I would say sometimes I'm very hyper, but that's because, like, of all the fucking sugar. Just like that's why I cut back on soda. It's like when I drink soda, I'm kind of like in the moment, I'm like fucking trying to do everything at the same time. To answer your third question, when I was a kid cooling off, I would actually make one of those Japanese, Chinese, like, fans out of paper where you kept folding each end until you had, like, the bottom, like, filled, and then you would, like, just fan yourself, I guess you could say. That was one way to cool off. Another way was actually leaning up against the wall, because do you know, like, sometimes during the summer, if, like, the wall was cold, you would just lean up against it or put your arm on it or something just to cool off. That, oh my God, I would literally hump the wall, not literally hump it, but be up against the wall trying to keep cool. To answer your fourth question, I am a fan of demon slaying stories. I would love to hear stories about how demons were casted away or just killed or whatever. I mean, that always fascinated me. To answer your fifth question, what is the least favorite part of my day? Having to get up to go to work. I freaking hate that so much, man. And to answer your sixth question, damn, dude, like, you really got me with this one. I would probably say Freddy Krueger, because he can actually probably maybe be able to control Super Boo. I mean, because think about it, he would probably be able to, like, morph himself into Super Boo, and, like, you'll have two Super Boos battling in there. But then again, Super Boo would, I mean, shit. Yeah, I'll probably say Freddy Krueger on this one. I mean, at least for me. But thank you for your question, man. On to the next question, which is from ALH Studios. Alex, I have more questions for you this week, so let's get straight into them. All right. Question 1, what is your most anticipated movie for 2013? Question 2, what is the most anticipated game for 2013? Question 3, what are your top 5 horror movie villains? Question 4, which do you prefer, Simpsons or Family Guy? And lastly, some DBZ questions. Question 5, if you could bring back any character from DBZ, who would you bring back? Question 6, who do you think had the best first Super Saiyan transformation? Question 7, do you think of game mods? I just recently started modding DBZ Budokai 3 myself, and I attached one of my mod videos if you want to take a look. Once again, thank you for answering my questions, Alex. You're truly an inspiration to me and my other people. I hope that one day I can meet you in person and shake your hand for bringing such a joy in my life. Really, man, that means a lot to me. Some of you guys are gonna make me cry one day. God, you better not. And the lives of your subscribers. Thank you, Alex. Dragon Ball Z, Budokai. Okay, everybody go check out ALH Studios' DBZ Majin Goji. That's fucking... Dude, I'm going to check that out just to see that. But also, do you know what I think you should do? Try to see if you could do Majin Gogeta versus Majin Vegito. Or maybe even probably have Majin Goku versus just regular Vegeta. That'd be very interesting. But to answer your first question, most anticipated movie. Probably... either Man of Steel, Paranormal Activity 5, just on curiosity alone, or Thor 2. One of those three. Most anticipated game, hands fucking down, GTA 5. Easy. Top 5 horror villains. Not in order, though. It the Clown, Jason Voorhees, Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, and lastly, I would have to say the dude from Jeepers Creepers, the Creeper. He is fucking awesome. To answer your fourth question, Simpsons or Family Guy, I would say Family Guy just by a little bit, but Simpsons is a classic, so I would probably say The Simpsons. To answer your fifth question, if I can bring back any character from DBZ, who would I bring back? I would bring back Kid Buu, just for the sheer fact that he's I would allow him to actually be a little bit more powerful than before. Or maybe even I'd bring back Super Buu with Gohan absorbed. That'd be a great concept. He comes back, he's like, fuck this, I want to fight everybody again. So, one of those two. To answer your seventh question, I have thought of game mods, but I don't know how to mod a game. If anybody could teach me, I'd do some pretty cool stuff, but, you know, like what you just did, I don't know how to do any of that. So, game mods, I have thought about them, but there's absolutely no way of me doing them, because I don't know how to fucking mod. So... sad face. But thank you for your question, man. On to the next question, which is from Ryan Williamson. Hey, Alex, didn't answer my questions last week, but I understand you're sitting on a comfortable chair for 3 hours. Anyways, on to the questions. Question 1. I watched your Illuminati vids, and I completely agree with you on perhaps watch mine and I attach this to this message. All right. Question 2. Would you think introducing Broly back, but he has kids with another Saiyan would be good? That'd be interesting. Question 3. Who would win? Freddy, Jason, Ash, Leatherface, Chucky, Leprechaun, Hannibal Lecter, or Michael Myers? Question 4. I personally don't believe in God, but I know you do. What would you say to non-believers like me? That is all for this week. Thank you. All right. The freaking Illuminati. All right. I'm going to watch that. Thank you for your question, man. To answer your first question, well, not really a question, but thank you for your comment, and I will check out that video. It's, what is it, 5 minutes and 46 seconds. Guys, check it out. It looks pretty cool. They control us all. All right, to answer your second question, that'd be pretty cool to see how his kids would bear. But then again, what kind of a woman would have kids with Broly? It's just, Broly looks like he'll kill the woman, but his kids, I would love to see that because they would all come out like devils. That they would all be supremely powerful, and they'd probably kill Broly before Broly can even do anything. I mean, it's just, it'd be a very sick concept. I mean, I would love that. That's why I created a character called Raikon, like out of fan fiction. You know, he was Broly's son. To answer your third question, holy shit. Chucky would die, Leprechaun would die, Hannibal would die, Ash would die, Leatherface would die. It all comes down to Michael, Jason, and Freddy, and I would possibly say maybe Jason, because Jason looks like he's a little bit more ruthless than Michael. Michael's a slow-paced, you know, kind of guy, and Freddy, if he gets in your dream, then you're pretty much effed from there. But other than that, it's just like, I think Jason on this one. And to answer your fourth question, all right, what would I say to non-believers like you? What if you're wrong? That's my question to you. What if you're wrong, right? What if you say there's no God? All right, cool. We die, there is no God. All right, fine. Hey, Ryan, you were right, there's no God. I was stupid for believing that. Okay, cool. But what if we die, and you're right next to me, and you look on down and you see God, and I look on over and, you know, I'd pretty much say I told you so. What would you say to God? That's my question. Like, that is such a misconstrued conception of God. Everybody wants proof. Like, what would you want to see in order for you to believe? Because remember, we're only silly little people on this planet. Like, dude, we don't know. Like, our species is so fucking ignorant, dude. Turn on your news, like at least for like a couple of days in the week. We all fight, we all kill each other, we all rape each other, we all steal from each other, we are all ignorant, a lot of people are uneducated. Just, it's crazy to see how this world is. And we can't even get off this planet and explore without fucking killing each other. So who's to say that there's not something out there that is a supreme being? You know what I mean? That's like that goes back to the interesting concept of aliens. A lot of people say aliens aren't real. Who the fuck are you to say aliens aren't real? Think about the universe. It's huge, huge on a scale where if you put a grain of sand on like an open street of concrete, that would count as like 10 galaxies, like compared to the entire street. So when people say aliens aren't real, who the fuck are you to say that they're not? You know what I mean? To believe that there's not life out there. So my thing for non-believers is I would much rather believe in a Lord and in a God and be proven wrong that there isn't later on down the road and not be ashamed than not believe in one, and then when I find out that there is one, I'm doomed. You know, it's just like what is so hard about just believing in a God? You're not giving up any money. You're not, you know, sacrificing blood. You're not gonna, you know, you're not required to like fill out an essay. All you're doing is just putting your faith into God. That's it. That's what gets me. It's like I don't understand, you know. But that's just my opinion. At least from me, from my point of view. You know, I'm not saying believe in one or I'll kill you. No, you know, if that's what you believe in, that's perfectly fine, dude. But I'm just trying to make you see the bigger picture here. I'm not trying to say abolish science either, because I am a believer in God and Jesus Christ, but I also believe in science. You know what I mean? I'm not stupid enough to neglect science, but God is a very misunderstood topic, and there's just so much to talk about, you know, in that subject. But I'm just gonna leave it at that. But thank you for your question, man. On to the next question, which is from King Slammer. I've only got a couple of Dragon Ball Z questions for you. All right, here we go. Question 1. In the future Trunks timeline when Goku died. Could he see what was happening on Earth? If yes, why didn't King Yama bring him back to Earth like he did in the Buu Saga? Question 2, was the Super Trunks form equivalent to Broly Legendary Super Saiyan form? Question 3, what do you think is the best WrestleMania? Question 4, I was talking to my friend a while ago and he said something that got me thinking. When a boy has sex a lot, boys big him up. Wait, what? When a boy has sex a lot, boys big him up. What do you mean big him up? When a girl has sex a lot, she's called a whore. Why is that? All right. To answer your first question, you know, I really don't know. I mean, maybe it's because King Yama didn't want to interfere or intervene with that particular timeline, or maybe in that, you know, universe. For me, I mean, I wouldn't see what's the big deal. I mean, Trunks can hold his own. I mean, granted, he came back and he pretty much finished what he had to finish, but, you know, at the cost of many people's lives. But maybe there was a reason that Yama didn't bring back Goku, you know. To answer your second question, Super Ultra Trunks and Broly Legendary Super Saiyan, both of those forms are just so beast, but I think that Ultra Trunks may be a little more powerful than Legendary Super Saiyan Broly, because remember, he was a lot more powerful than Cell, except he couldn't catch Cell. Cell even admitted that. He was like, you know what, you're very strong, you're stronger than me, but you can't catch me. I mean, what's muscle without speed? To answer your third question, what is the best WrestleMania? To me, it was either WrestleMania 19, WrestleMania 20. Actually, you know what? I think it was WrestleMania 20. WrestleMania 20 to me, I think, was the best WrestleMania. At least for me, I thought WrestleMania 20 was the best WrestleMania, because the matches on there were just fantastic. To answer your last question, actually, it's always a misconstrued. When girls do it, it's because, you know, they want to do it. When boys do it, they want to do it. But I mean, to label people certain things, I'll never understand that. I mean, you know, when a boy has sex, I mean, maybe it's because nobody labels them anything. It's because they're men, so it's like it's typical for them. But it's not really typical for a girl to go out and fuck everybody, because what are the odds of a girl wanting to, you know, go out there and fuck the whole world as opposed to a guy? You know what I mean? It's just that right there. That's another misconstrued subject, because I don't think anybody should be labeled anything, because I just think that that's wrong. Why should anybody be labeled anything to begin with? I mean, if you want to go out and do what you got to do, do what you got to do. Who the fuck cares? It's not affecting anybody. So that's just my opinion, though. But thank you for your question, man. On to the next question, which is from Hard95 Boy. All right, hey Alex, thanks for answering my questions last week. Today I have some questions for you. All right, question 1: if I started wrestling, should I have great muscles, or do they come with time? Thank you for answering this question. I'm going to answer that by saying muscles come over time. You can't just go to sleep, or even wrestle for that matter, and expect to have muscles the next day. You know, you have to work hard for your, you know, to gain muscle, and for that, you will gain it over time. So, thank you for your question, man. On to the next question, which is from Luke Drumstar. Hey Alex, thanks for answering my questions a couple of weeks ago. I have some more for you. Here we go. Question 1: do you watch the TV series Supernatural or Burn Notice? If so, what is your opinion on them? Question 2: have you watched the new series Arrow? If so, do you like it? Question 3: have you ever been tombstoned? If so, did it hurt? Question 4: how much money would you have to be giving to suck another guy's? Oh God. Question 4: want to arm wrestle? Question 5: are you an animals person? If so, what kind of animals? Question 6: when you see a dog upset on TV, is it more sad than when an actual human is sad on TV? Question 7: could Cell's Kamehameha destroy the solar system? Question 8: can Bill/Barusu destroy the galaxy? I read it somewhere. I don't think it's confirmed. Question 9: do you think there's only 2 gods in each universe in DBZ? If you don't, what other gods do you think exist? Thanks again, brother. Have a blessed week. P.S. Whoop! New August Burns album coming out this month. All right, well, next month. All right, to answer your first question, I never watched Supernatural or The Burn Notice. I mean, I'm never big into TV shows like that. I mean, maybe The Big Bang Theory is like an exception, because that's a really funny show, but Supernatural and Burn Notice, I mean, I never had time, so I can't really have an opinion. That goes for the second question as well. Arrow, I mean, it's supposed to be based on Green Arrow, but like I never had an opinion on it. I never saw it, never bothered to watch it, so therefore I don't have an opinion for it. To answer your third question, I've been tombstoned. Yes, I've been tombstoned. Was it like 4 or 5 times? Except there was only one time that actually hurt, because I didn't tuck my head in. Pretty much they don't hurt because, well, that all depends if the guy is gonna like forcefully freaking slam your head onto the ground or not. But pretty much when you wrap yourself around the person, you're elevating yourself. You have to just keep. It's really hard to describe. I mean, like if I were to give you a tombstone, I would make sure like your body mass is like well controlled rather than just like out of proportion where I just drop you and you'd be paralyzed. I got tombstone one time and it hurt like shit because the guy actually like he didn't jump but like he kind of did like a little hop and I hit my head really fucking hard. I thought I was dead. But you know I had a headache after that and I was good. But what I was scared of, I was really scared that he was gonna jump up in the air and just completely give me like one of those flying tombstones. I was gonna shit my pants because I was like no. And he actually did it, and I mean, it hurt, but it didn't hurt as, you know, badly as I see it on, like, WWE or whatever. Sorry, I had to drink that, guys. Holy crap, I'm so freaking thirsty, and my voice is gonna run out. To answer your fourth question, that's just absurd. I don't even know why you're asking me that. I would never suck a guy's dick for anything. Like, that's just something I don't do, period. So, to answer your fourth question, I would arm wrestle you, and I think, honestly, I think I win. I mean, let's just find out one day. If you ever see me in the street, just stop me from whatever I'm doing and arm wrestle me. Let's go. To answer your fifth question, am I an animals person? Absolutely. What kind of animals? I like all animals except for fucking rats and mice and shit like that. I fucking hate that. I used to have a snake. I used to have a bald python. I currently have a dog. So I mean, it's just, you know, I love dogs. I love animals in general. I've always wanted to have a tiger when I got older. I mean, I always thought that'd be fucking badass. But then again, the repercussions are freaking fatal. To answer your sixth question, humans and animals when they're upset on TV, yeah, it kind of gets me thinking like, wow, that's pretty fucked up. But does one pretty much have more power than the other? No, I mean, I feel bad for both. But there's absolutely nothing I can do. But I would you know, for me, I feel more, you know, sad for a person because an animal can use its instincts and actually go out in the wild and, you know, do whatever it has to do to survive. Whereas a human, they can't really go out in the wild because there is no such thing as going out in the wild anymore. It's just like everything is so industrialized and humans can't live without resources like money and food and water, and shelter, and it's just fucked up to see that. To answer your seventh question, could Cell's Kamehameha destroy the solar system? I think it can, because if Broly was able to take out solar systems, then why not, you know, Cell's Kamehameha? To answer your eighth question, absolutely. I do think Bills is able to destroy galaxies easily. You know, just looking at the dude, he looks like he can actually do something like that easily without even breaking a sweat. But Bills is a very misunderstood character. There's still a lot that we don't know about him, but we're just going to have to wait and see what happens with Akira Toriyama and as the months go by to see if he's going to confirm anything else about Bills. And to answer your last question, two gods in each universe. Yes and no. Probably yes and no, because there could be universes where there's only like one giant mega god and like nobody can fuck with him. But then again, there could be other companions and like proteges that are, you know, spawns off the gods or whatever. But I do think in some galaxies there are and some there aren't. But like I said, I really wish that there was an actual, you know, series coming out there for Akira Toriyama, pretty much showing us what the hell's going on. But that's all based on him. So I mean, there's nothing we can do except speculate, right? But thank you for your question, man. On to the next question, which is from Mr. Potter99. Hey man, disregard my YouTube name. I made the account when I was younger and it's embarrassing. Anyway, on to the Dragon Ball Z related question. Question 1. Is Oob and Pan canon? You probably answered this before, but hold on. Because I did some research where it said that they were canon and not canon depending on Dragon Ball Z/DT. But I'm just talking about Dragon Ball Z. Question 2. Regarding question 1, just after Goku's Spirit Bomb, he asks him to come back as a better person and maybe they can do a little one-on-one it, and King Yama hears that and makes it happen. Then a couple of episodes later, it fast forwards 10 years where they're at the World Martial Arts Tournament and Goku says that Boo's reincarnation is here, blah blah blah, and Vegeta says something along the lines of let him fight, he waited 10 years for this. Now the 10 years part gets me, because if it's 10 years after Boo's death, I know exactly where you're going with this. When does DBZ Battle of Gods take place? Because I read it's only 5 years after Boo's death. Here's the exact statement from the wiki page. Approximately 5 years have passed since the Titanic battle with Majin Buu. which determined the fate of the entire universe, which was scarred the world of the Kais. Kabuto Kai and Old Kai telepathically discussed with King Kai about the early awakening of Bills. Thanks for answering this. I really appreciate your time and effort. P.S. Fuck you, Nappa! P.S.S. I have no idea why people do this since I'm fairly new sub, but why the hell not? Alright, to answer your first question, I do think Oob is canon, but Pan, I'm I'm just really, critical and, just hypothetical on her. It's just, I don't know. Pan can vary. We never saw her in Z, but, the only reason why we could say that Oob's canon is because Oob was shown in Dragon Ball Z, you know what I mean? He fought Goku in the end, and, that was pretty much it. I wish they never done that. I wish the final fight was with Kid Buu and that was it, but, Buu, not Buu, but Oob, I do believe he's canon, but I don't think Pan is. To answer your second question and final question, that's a very interesting thing, but the thing is, I think at the time, Akira Toriyama never even considered making a movie or another thing that's going to be a spinoff. That's why, Vegeta said it's been 10 years, let him fight. I'm sure when Akira Toriyama made that, he wasn't thinking like, oh, I'm going to make a DBZ Battle of Gods movie 10 years from now, you know what I mean? So I would disregard that, but at the same time, think about what Vegeta said. Let him fight. He waited 10 years for this, right? Goku said that he would want to fight Kid Buu and, have a little one-on-one. So maybe Goku was only talking about fighting with, a reincarnated Kid Buu. So maybe Vegeta was actually talking about Kid Buu in general, not an actual fight. Maybe what Vegeta meant to say was, let him fight. He waited 10 years to fight Kid Buu reincarnated. That's what I think Vegeta meant. That Goku waited 10 years for Kid Buu to reincarnate and fight him, rather than opposed to just fight in general, because if he fought in general, that wouldn't make any sense. But I think he meant as he waited 10 years to fight a reincarnated Kid Buu. But thank you for your question, man. On to the next question from Spider PK97. Hey Alex, I'm back with one more question. Question 1. During the 10-day wait for the Cell games, Goku wasn't training. He just was having fun with Gohan. Did he know he was going to die in the Cell games or something? P.S. You rock, Goku. Fuck you, Yamcha. Fuck you, Pan. Okay, Alex, that's all I have for now. See you later. Alright, maybe. I think he was just chilling and having fun because he actually knew that Gohan could achieve Super Saiyan 2. That's what I think it is. I think, remember in the Hyperbolic Time Chamber, Goku knew that Gohan can become a Super Saiyan 2 because he showed it one time. He glimpsed it. So I think Goku felt the magnitude of Gohan's power. So he pretty much just said, oh, fuck it. We have nothing to worry about. Everybody just enjoy because we got backup, right then and there. I don't believe Goku knew that he was going to die, but I do believe Goku knew about Gohan's power. Therefore, he didn't worry. So, but thank you for your question, man. On to the next question, which is from Smart Video. Yo, Alex, it's me again. So I got a real personal question for you, and I know I've never met you or even talked to you for real, but my name is Shane, and from how much work you put into what you do, I really respect you. I could tell you really help people who you never even met before. Anyways, if you can help me out, that'd be great. All right, here we go. So, I'm 19 years old. I've been seeing this girl for about a year now, and she's the world to me. All right, anyways, I asked her to marry me. Whoa. About 2 months ago, and she said yes. All right, but about a month ago, she broke it off with me. Oh, fuck. And she was too stressed. So I was heartbroken because I would literally do anything for her. And she come back, and she says she's always sorry, that she needed me, that she still loved me, and I love her so much that of course I took her back. Anyways, this kind of happened about 5 times in a month. Damn. For all different reasons, and now one day she says she loves me and wants to marry me, and the next day she hates me. Do you have any advice to give me, or do you know what's going on? I really don't want her to let go. I love her more than anything in this world, and I don't want to screw things up because she says whenever she leaves, she said it's my fault, even though I don't know what I did. But I always deal with this stuff because I love her, but now it's getting crazy. I'm scared I'm going to lose her. What should I do? Shit. This can vary from many different things. Alright. From my understanding, because I've had this happen before, except it was the opposite way around. If she really loved you as much as she says she does, she wouldn't leave. The bottom line is this, right? You would go out of your way to do so much for her, and you appreciate her and you love her as much as you say you do, but where's the affection in return? You know what I mean? I mean, you certainly don't have those days where you're like, I love you, and then the next day you're like, oh, fuck you, bitch, go to hell. You know what I mean? You don't have those phases. But why does she? That's the question. If she really loved you, I mean, she would really try to work things out. Especially if, like, you know, you proposed to her and she said yes, and then for the following month for her to say no, and then the next thing you know she says yes again. It's that's just like, is she bipolar? Like, what's wrong with her? Like, does she not see what she has going on? I'm sure you're not perfect either. I'm sure you have flaws as well, and I'm sure you probably do some things here and there that she doesn't like, but she has to come to an understanding of that. But have you ever gone up and left her? I see that you haven't, but if you love her as much as you say you do, man, being that you're 19 years old, do you really think she's the one for you? Like, I'm not trying to, like, put any negative thoughts in your head. I'm just asking you as one guy to another guy. Do you think she's the one for you? That's the question, because, I mean, girls are like that, man. They have mood swings. If you manage to fall asleep and you fart during your sleep, they'll get pissed off. I don't know why, but you know what I mean? It's just like the smallest things pisses them off. But, I mean, for a girl not to just appreciate what she has and just pretty much go back and forth with you, that makes no sense. I mean, what I would do if I were you, I would sit her down one day and just talk, right? But before you start talking about certain things, you have to agree with her that there's going to be no arguing and that you're both going to be adults and learn, you know, to agree to disagree. And if she doesn't like something, speak up. If you don't like something, speak up. You guys sit down and you talk plausible options. For example, you can ask her, what do you think is wrong with our relationship, and what do you think is right about our relationship? Where do you stand? Where do I stand? You just pretty much talk everything out. Like, everything. Like, just talk to her and just ask her questions, and let her ask you questions as well. Ask her. Tell her, you know, hey, if you want to know anything, or if you're curious about anything, or if you want to change something about me, just tell me, let me know, ask. You know what I mean? Sit her down and talk to her. I mean, if that doesn't work, and if she's being obnoxious about it and she's being very ignorant, because if she was a real woman, she would actually sit down with you and, you know, but from my understanding, as messed up as this may seem, just bear with me on this, the only reason why I think she broke it off with you and goes back and forth with you is because she wants to have that freedom where she wants to probably just do her own thing before she settles down. You're young. I don't think you should settle down at this point. I think asking her to marry you was a little too early. Perhaps if you guys were dating longer, maybe like if you were in your 20s and shit, because at least you both get to experience everything you guys want to experience. Even though, you know, there will be a point in time where you don't want to experience anything, you just want to be with her. Like, she has to come with, you know, the grips that she has to create her own closure. You know, I just feel like a girl that young, trust me, young girls, they want to do whatever the fuck it is they want to do. And I don't know you, I don't know her, but from the sound of things, it just sounds like she wants to be doing her own thing rather than just be tied down. You know, she'll never say it to your face probably, but just the simple fact that her actions dictate, you know, what's really going on. And if she really loved you, she'd say yes, and she would still agree to the marriage and be with you until you both get old and crusty and die. But for her to just go back and forth with you, like that's one thing I never understood. It's like, why women do that. They go back and forth with men. If a man just sits there all day on a chair and not say anything, she'll fucking fight about it. You know, if a man goes out and does something all day, she'll complain about it. You know what I mean? I never understood that. But if I were you, sit her down, talk to her, try to, like, you know, point out some key points in her statements, and then just come up with your own conclusion, man. If I were you, I mean, honestly, if I had somebody do that to me, as much as I would love her to the point, I would love her so much that I would I love her so much that I'd probably leave, but for a good reason. Let her come to you rather than you just keep going to her, and just allow her to learn the experiences of losing something that was once great. You know what I mean? But I really hope that helped, man. But thank you for your question. On to the next question, which is from 93 Sauce Snake. Oh god, look at this essay. Hey, hello, Alex. Hope you're having a good day and keep up the good vids. All right, here we go. Question 1. Since you played Injustice: The Gods Among Us, who is your favorite character? Question 2. Since I saw the teaser of Call of Duty Ghost with the masks and Ghost, I got a weird feeling this is going to be very similar to Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon series. Question 3. What do you think of Injustice DLC characters Lobo and Batgirl, and rumored characters General Zod and Scorpion? Ooh. And do you think it's a good idea to bring Mortal Kombat characters in Injustice? Oh, that'd be fucking great. Question 4. Who do you like to see in a DLC in Injustice game? Personally, I would love to see Robin Hood. Question 5. What do you think was better, The Dark Knight Rises or The Avengers? Question 6. What is your opinion on Star Wars Episode 7? I know nothing has been announced yet, but Disney owns LucasArts, and do you know that they will have a big say and mess up the series? Question 7. Do you think that there will be a sequel to I Am Legend? Question 8. Batman vs. Superman. Who do you think will win? Question 9. Have you received any serious injury from wrestling? Question 10. I know that Janemba got beat by Gogeta, but he was decimating Goku in Super Saiyan 3 form. Anyway, my question is, how do you think Janemba would last against Bills in a fight? Oh, shit, he'd lose. But do you think Janemba's regeneration and warping dimensions could counter a blast and send them back? Thanks for answering my questions. P.S. Fuck you, Yamcha. Fuck you, Slender. God bless you, Alex. All right, thank you, man. God bless you, too.
Let me know in the comment section below, because for me, it's quite interesting, because a lot of people often want to say,
Batman is actually pretty good in that game. I love him.
The remake sucks because Ash is not in it,
and
blah, blah, blah. Listen, guys, Ash even said himself that he wants more Evil Dead movies to be included without using him.
Clancy's Ghost
For the love of God.
Perhaps
made a couple of cameos
in some ways,
but
I mean, what Call of Duty games don't mimic other games?
That's
Call of Duty
because
always mimics every other
like he
game.
wanted to. But in general, he said that he didn't want to be the main character anymore because he feels like the movies. Oh shit! Get off of me!
I mean, probably not. No, I don't think so.
Oh my god, you fucking demons! Where are you guys coming from?
Ghost Recon and Call of Duty are two.
And I hate when people want to be so skeptical about movies. Like they're always. This is why movies suck these days, because like people often
do I think it's a good idea to
criticize and judge movies based on like.
No, I don't think it's a good idea because
how
it'll
it's
fuck
not,
up the entire
compared to the original
concept
and
of
blah blah
Injustice,
blah, like the
but
whole
if they made
9
an
yards.
Injustice
It's just
versus
like,
Mortal Kombat
listen,
game,
people,
then
stop comparing the original to remakes. It's never going to be the same. A movie being original means that it's one of the first of its kind.
It would
still be
great.
And
to answer your
for people to not appreciate movies anymore for what they are and what they mean, it's just
I would love to see
ridiculous.
Prime Superman. I just want to see how that motherfucker would stand out amongst everybody else. That'd be awesome for me. To answer your 5th question, honestly, I love the Dark Knight Rises story, and I love the Bane, but I just felt like it was lacking something, whereas I saw the Avengers, and it was just the Avengers all the way, man. To answer your 6th question, do I think they'll have a big say, and do I think that they'll have a big say and mess everything up? Well, I don't see how the other Star Wars movies were messed up. I mean, personally for me, I just think they were good. I don't see how all these other Star Wars fans are always like, oh, no, the remake sucked.
Oh my god.
Original was better.
Find the security
guard. I hate. People always compare
originals
to
Kitten Club.
He's
but do
dead.
I think
they're gonna mess it up?
There's no way that
no.
guy's alive.
It's something brand new out of the ordinary. Why would they mess it up?
So I can go in if I want to.
But I do think they're gonna do something different. Will they
have
any
where are you
say
going?
in anything?
Are you
yes,
stupid woman?
To answer your 7th question, I hope that there is a sequel to I Am Legend.
I guess she's fucking stupid.
It's just that was a very
let us
remarkable
make our
movie,
way back to the Kitten Club.
Sometimes when I watch that movie, I just want to play some zombie games. And it's just sick.
How can I enter?
I love that. That was a great movie. I Am Legend is a perfect movie.
Move out the way.
To answer your 8th question,
as much as I want
sorry,
to go
man,
there,
but I go
how
for
to.
Superman. It's just inconceivable. How can a man with some technology beat Superman?
How the hell do I go
I'm telling you right now. All right, fine. Batman has some kryptonite.
There's zombies just coming out of nowhere,
If Superman went out,
all right, in order for me to go in there, I need access.
And if he would have grabbed, for example, Jupiter and throw Jupiter at Earth, Batman would fucking die.
People are dicks.
There's absolutely no way Batman can
assholes.
even fucking come close. Superman's strength
figure
alone,
out
one punch, and it's gonna go through Batman's fucking
alternative
bones.
way.
You know, it's just.
I mean, I never played this game before, guys. It's the first time I'm playing this, so I wouldn't know.
Just
but I'm supposed to go inside. Like, but how will I go inside? I do not know.
The character for me, and against Batman, I'm sorry, but I think Supes will win.
And also in the remake, ladies and gentlemen,
luckily I haven't received any serious injuries.
It was very good. I just don't understand why so many people want to ridicule.
But have I ever
because Ash wasn't in it? I mean,
nope. Thank God I have
everything about the
not.
remake was
probably
perfect. At least for me, it was.
Got a bloody nose
because in the remake it told such a great story.
And to answer your 10th question, abso-fucking-lutely not. Bills would crush Janemba. End of story. There's no way. There's fucking no way.
What the fuck? Where are you zombies coming from?
Thank you
Demon. Fuck you, Demon.
On to the next question, which is
also, everybody, there's a big rumor that they might.
Your fan mails for the last month, and I gotta say they're amazing. Not like The Miz, but even better. I am awesome. I just had to do it. I'm a first-timer asking, so I have 2 DBZ questions for you today. Question 1. In a fight with Goku and Frieza, did Frieza really kill Goku when he pushed Goku into Namek, and then the lava blew up and everyone said Goku was dead? But then he was brought back to life by the Earth Dragons, and they couldn't work sins, already revived. Where is the plot hole? Did they just forget? Question 2. Do you think that there could be a Super Saiyan Devil? For example, Broly has 6 Super Saiyans give him the power of a Super Saiyan God, but sins are impure, and it makes Broly a devil. Question 3. In the next WWE game, what are you hoping to see? Question 4. When you make it into WWE, what title would you be shooting for first? Question 5. It's the day of the zombie outbreak. Well, it's the day after the zombie outbreak ended. What would you try to first make life normal again? All right. Question 6. Bye. Hope you make it to the WWE, man, and replace Cena as the face of the WWE so everyone can enjoy it again. I fucking hope so, too, man. Fucking Cena, he doesn't know shit. Fucking, ugh. P.S. I choose you, Charmander! Take a quick water break, man. I'm trying to have some water next to me. It's just painful. To answer your first question, remember, the assumption was to make sure that everybody thought Goku was dead. That's why they used the Earth Dragon to try to revive him, but the whole thing was, he was like, wait a minute, Goku's alive. So it was like a giant mind fuck because everybody was supposed to think that he was dead and blew up in lava, but really, I mean, they explained some of it, but the whole point was just basically to be a whole mind fuck, like, wow, Goku really died, it's impossible, blah, blah, blah. But I'm sure there's a few plot holes here and there, but they pretty much, I think they covered up their tracks with this one because they actually pretty much mind-fucked you when they said, oh, he escaped last minute and pretty much his ship was on the verge of, destruction and he crashed and therefore he got help. To answer your second question, I don't believe that there's going to be a Super Saiyan Devil. I mean, just because Broly said it once during one of his movies, he said, I am a devil or whatever. That doesn't mean that there could be a Super Saiyan Devil. That'll just be like a very ridiculous concept. Oh, God and Devil. But I do think that if Broly obtained ungodly powers from the beings in hell, like Janemba, Cell, Frieza, Kid Buu, and all of them, he would actually make great use of it, and he'd be ridiculously overpowered, and he'd probably be like the strongest motherfucker like in Dragon Ball Z. But would he become an actual Super Saiyan Devil? No. I just believe that he will become something way out of the norm of a Super Saiyan and quite possibly be the most difficult thing to battle since like ever. To answer your third question, what am I hoping to see in the next WWE game? A better animation system, a better story mode, an actual story mode where everything makes sense. Fix up the fucking online and make it actually like better. Just like allow players to like fucking go on there and have fun for once rather than the servers always crashing. Pretty much keep what WWE 13 had with the whole create an arena, create this, create that, create this. But pretty much implement different animations and give us more moves and stuff like that. Just, like the usual. To answer your fourth question, I mean, honestly, I would rather shoot for the WWE title or the World Heavyweight title at first. But then again, knowing me that I want to accomplish something first before I shoot for a major title. Probably go after like the Intercontinental title or the United States Championship. Mainly, I want to be a singles competitor, just for the simple fact that I want to solidify myself, improve myself. I mean, I don't have a problem with tag teams, but that's just me. To answer your fifth question, what would I do if the day after a zombie outbreak ended? I would look for survivors, and honestly, I would just try to like clean up. I think that would be the first thing I'll do is clean up. Like all the corpses in the streets, I'll just put on some like hazard gloves and masks and shit, and I'll just start cleaning. I'll start cleaning for days, man. Just to get rid of everything and just to like, you know, pretty much make it livable again. Also probably like just like try my freaking best to try to repopulate. You know what I mean? I mean that should be that should always be like the main concern. But thank you for your question, man. On to the next question, which is from Marissa Cruz. Ooh, hello. It's a female. Look at that. Hi, Alex. My name is Marissa. I love watching your videos. I think you're really funny and you're really cute. Oh, stop. Stop. All right, now I have a few questions for you. All right, question 1. Do you think girls with highlights are attractive? Question 2. In Dragon Ball Z, the history of Trunks, why didn't any of the Z fighters train in the hyperbolic time chamber? Good point. Actually, that's a fucking great point. Or could they have been fighting with the androids? Question 3. What grade was the hardest for you in high school? Question 4. Where do you work at and how many hours are your shifts? Oh, it's horrible. That's all my questions I have for now. Thanks for answering my questions. Hugs and kisses. Aw, I wish I can give you a hug and a kiss. Anyways, girls with highlights.
Some of the best that they got.
Honestly, I think that
that's pretty much it. Right now, I'm trying to fucking focus on.
I think girls who are natural
comes out and
are
shoots
better
me,
looking. I don't have a problem with girls with highlights, as long as you don't go overboard and have like the entire freaking Skittles rainbow in your head. That's fine. But I mean, girls with highlights. I mean, there are girls who look fantastic.
You fucking left me, you
and then there are girls that look like donkeys with dyed hair. You know what I mean?
You'll leave you for like the littlest things.
I think it varies from like person to person.
2 minutes and 24 seconds.
Saying, do you like a guy with long hair or short hair? You know what I mean?
We're losing pretty
varies.
Wow, I died.
Some people look good with it. Some people don't.
Where is my team?
If it looks nice on you, then hey, why not? You know. But as long as you don't have like
when you're playing with a team,
the entire leprechaun rainbow in your head, that fucking
flap around.
To answer your second question, I mean, didn't the androids pretty much destroy everything in Future Trunks' timeline?
I wonder if they're ever. Now that I'm thinking about it, I wonder if they're ever going to come out with another
destroy Kami's Lookout, and therefore there wasn't no time.
I mean, because I was.
I mean, if they were smart, they would stay in there, but.
Like Def Jam,
how would you stay in there if
like
it's not even there to
like,
begin with?
I wonder if they're ever gonna come up with more fucking Def Jam games. I
to
dare
answer your third
bitch,
question, what grades were hardest in your high school?
I'd say over there too. Fuck, man. Why are people sniping, dude?
Every single time,
and they're all sniping from like elevated angles. Meanwhile, I'm just downstairs. I'm fucking down on the ground,
just talking about
chilling.
Like, there was just one teacher that was actually, you know, whatever, like, just teaching pretty good. But other than that,
capture you monkeys.
Like, all of us were just, like, chilling. We weren't doing anything. Just,
or at least defend.
Laying on the desk, doodling, just talking. It wasn't
defend it. Do not let them capture it.
And it came to a point in time where I remember my grades were, like, really low. I used to get, like, 40s and 30s.
And blasting bitches I will.
My grades for math was terrible.
Wow, how did I not kill that guy? Did you guys see that? Did you guys fucking see that shit? Wow, I did not kill him, yet I got a hit marker. How does that make any sense? How does that fucking make any sense? How does that make any fucking sense? I hit the dude full on with the RPG, but no, he fucking, he's a Pop-Tart, I swear to God, fucking Camel. I just mainly go like these players online are like invincible,
and then after that,
they rank up to the highest level possible in the game and obtain like the golden dick rod. They start butt fucking everybody without losing any fucking health or whatever the case may be.
I get a lot of questions from
I got like 5 people.
It'd be nice for a change to hear like some girls' point of views. But thank you for your question.
Oh God, here they come.
On to the next question, which is from Sean. Question
I'm fucking
1.
done.
My mom
who
told
killed
me a
me?
long
Somebody,
time
that
ago
guy's
that even if a zombie outbreak does happen, we will all die. What do you think? Question 2. How do you kill something that's already dead? Question 3. Do you think it'll be a good idea to be a politician when I get older? Hey man, keep up the good work. Screw you, Pa. To answer your first question, guess what? Your mom's right. Because if a zombie apocalypse happened, we all be dead. There'll probably be like a few people here and there that'll be like heavily secured and just well armed and whatnot. But as for the other freaking 90% of the population, man, we're screwed. One little bite, one little scratch from a zombie, and you're finished. You turn into one of them. Not only that, but just think about the chaos and the havoc that'll have. Oh my goodness. To answer your second question, how do you kill something that's already dead? You kill it by just keep trying over and over again. Just decimate it into pieces, like lobotomize it, mutilate it, burn it, bury it. Do whatever you need to do to make sure that it's like not moving. And to answer your third question, is it a good idea? Yeah, it's a good idea, but if you want to do that, get ready to sell out. That's all I'm saying. I think it'd be great for you to be a politician, especially if you know your stuff. But remember, I mean, being a politician involves a lot of politics, backstage politics, if you know what I mean. you have to pretty much do a lot of ass kissing, and you have to sell out. So, I mean, isn't that how it always is with like politics? Like, you sell out, you sell in, you don't, you kiss ass, and it's just like, that's something that I never understood. It's just like, what the hell is going on, you know? But I mean, being a politician, sure, dude, go for it. Who's to tell you, you know, you're not? But if you're gonna do it, make sure you know what you're getting yourself into. But thank you for your question, man. Holy crap, 2 hours and 30 minutes later. Thank you all for your questions, everybody. That does it for today for Fan Mail of the Week. Remember, guys, I apologize if I didn't answer your question. As you can see here, I'm already 2 hours and 30 minutes into this, so you can imagine if I just begun to go further. If you guys have any more questions, leave them in the inbox, everybody. Stay tuned for the next episode, which is next week, guys. Thank you all for watching. Please rate, subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and I will be seeing each and every one of you guys in the next episode. Take care, everybody. I hope I answered your questions correctly. Peace!